Pediani.
Sanso and I'm a spectator. It was na the spectators ma wade eba ye ababawa or hima message mtuni mfonyini ene dahan bonom and na waka say so we ya obetimi edi nkonima braba wo boni mu age so ma ahohyeso discipline edu anim kai was discipline key to success enti eno ho asem wade eba ye na nanim an wa twere say die honam aye woro no bleaching no eye dangerous papa na mihu na eye no na nyema nipadua no titiri won ma ema no fo no ema won ma wo man kwada no fo no esemo de nyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenye enti na no say won amuro ne de say fa ni toning nti obi toning na hydrogen peroxide no eso amanfo chire busuo enso yesi nye nti mpanifo se munya hweye
Asam sabe yedi asinian fasida Emma Donima Steel Complex Limited one no the NMK premium brand
man can mirror no almost say
oh the mirror sama waka ye anim
and no the we see
aha me the spectator dey ye the mirror dey o dey buy say COVID-19 enhyehyeye no ba ne pops ne cinema ne ho anwa ya tutu no so mo ni su yie akwaya afa enti na make say mampani ma abambofo no mo ti mo ntini so yie pa
okay
abambofo no so kwa na bi ho anwa obu ha so beto a oje kaka sha no ojai
ene de ebe kwa ni me
say ebe ya ba akofo bi
ebe
kudo na be say enye djuma
ya de Emma Donima Steel Complex Limited on the NMK premium brand roofing sheet and this saba and just in the mirror
enka the mirror enka mirror
we are no kwachire
mirror
and just saying
me pa chopi adwa prebi
me ba cho me yanye sponsor
oka ayibi 026 no uti se do sika no
e kan say
kama minti
026
so what oka 6
6
eh there 6
eh rather
what you gama there eti efu abra
na kin also I want one out say
tabi asa na oka ya na eti se na wo si obi anka ne ya 026 no woti bi ka 6 o aga ti bi ka 6 026 sa na wo ye se no so leja
why I need the
yi se sa ho no mo
adwa
this pastor no ya na head abo me
026
oh o nyame sakra
na
o ti ye o o sakra ya ton chance na adwa ya ton chance na adwa ma o e o Donima Steel Complex Limited
as brain okay 6
yeah
I feel I will take on the 6
men try can say
what to be ama what dey feel like say that money ma say that na ya na me pese me fi it will can say ma o say yen kan sa yen kan me mirror na o kan mirror no na me ono so ne dey ba say wo say obi dey o huru ka wo so dey ya ka
wanyu wani asif konkone na adwa
dey be catch dey be say be ka 6
yo
wono nkwa dey te foforo
o dey ye
dey na be da
me ngoto nchance ne na adwa no Donima Steel Complex Limited wo ya ba me ya papa ya bebo dan so ne de na adwa so abobom alozing steel trusses ka ho we ye dade a ye de kru dan so ne de nchance abo so enti kwaji bi kwa kra bete bo no so yankwa safo ya dan so no Bendiari office wo Donima say unya ndrogo yi for 0244 126625
Afe Good Shepherd Restaurant edidi anapa edidi awie edidi anwumre aduane papa aduane ankwan so fam ana bi so fam ana ageta kire se ede no enti me ka kire se wobedidi nko ade a aye Good Shepherd Restaurant adum kufo clinic ni to ene a life edi nhwani mu aya frey 055 8114535 we ene enyumeku omuso yasene ema edi dobokrata na poso ebrebo hine yirajwa aprebi me no hini ni aba
mame amase wa bracket ye ne the king no class captain ne wa ha
ya kwan so zoom lion for so mo praso apra no emfuturo se na anwea bakwan no mu pa ba bi ho a anwea no ga na nka ho ana nka pra no ho
ehun se ya no yiyi nwura nani
no wa janwea no na anwea ne ba na eba
ebia ne wo de o se eye na adwuma na se bibi
na se ne nyina aka ho enti na makwan no so nya fe kra enti e de pa mo choosing life ya mo mpia nwea no na yensam firi ho ne mo nya fe
ya semo
papa
yes
ye bi ye ma get top money na
everywhere
oh na nya wo Obi a oye ken we see that now be say
send them videos we are. Something inside so strong, we know we can do it. The time is reading 8 gone past the hour of 7 on a bright Saturday morning, February 6, 2021. Now, the more the more the best out. It's all about COVID. Nobody wants to listen, or some people do not want to listen. And then me said that, and me say I do a mirror front page. Mirror front page tells it all. And your chances say now I say papa every be our buy and done say needing at the park we see Bedu. He is defying all odds. And my baby a friend oba. You can't COVID. And then apart from COVID, messages so busano. You see a doctor for also can say me crack. We made in comment. We now can 02651703. 36 any maybe I'll be timid also swapping stuff. No long talk at that enco Emma Juma no pay or mother romantic medina at a bro. Nebum no I'm a person to be sound Kumubia metric. It's answer Ghana, Yena, Ghana. I buy Yena, buy ministers, Yena, ministers, or so. And to say no, maybe costo na a bet, and as a bet manco for you say, and crowford boca. Necessary BPA anymore, you know, better to Honkomo, and me no penny be dinkomo. No, the problem are you know, your friend of Mr. Arnold Agbodo. Na Otnasia, the petition our year 2019, the Kokoma, your friend said, try before maybe I could do a video on Komo. And you know, Abawa Radio, UK. And I pay now me expecting about or better bench. Anyway, Africa University College of Technology, Anglican University of Technology, Anglican, almost a main country of say school no. Ya beti bu Kumasi. They say Anglican University College of Technology, AB Abba Kumasi Kumasi campus no aba. It was St. Anne's Anglican Parish, Ashtown, Ebenmanshire Palace, Ashtown, Ubu so St. Anne's Akra Betro. African University College, accredited by National Accreditation Board. Only affiliated to KNUST and UCC. Now, the almost chances is saying, Akwenya daho, almost mantity, almost person BSc Community Medicine and Health, Physician Assistantship, BSc Nursing, Diploma in Midwifery, BSc Health Information Management, BA Development and Management Studies, BSc General Agriculture, Business Administration with options in accounting, in banking and finance, in general management, in logistics and supply chain management, marketing, human resource management. Name no, person will apply. Just visit their website www.angutech.edu.gh. Then download the form no. Na 20 na fi also so no e fa send penny for na say fill the form no na fa send home na wait na submit by post and answer by hand in Kranza campus o de kwa almost abeka o de back ma say ya nzo a omo beji there say we here ne say o yo bi a o wasi certificate and I say o SSSCE certificate and I say o ye GCEB A level and now HND, and now say ukuta foreign qualification. Now you're mature students. Now omo peso omo kusku and I say interested candidates. Mr. Omo Fred 0594698137 0594698137 and now 0505091054 and now Bakumasi campus. Ewo St. Anne's Ebenmanshire and now Kranza campus. Penifo Beju, Nometi, the Okan. Anglican University College of Technology, Excellence Innovation Service. Oh, Mother Romana, no pay baby, I will be a in ye carbon na Akoko you a dear bro. Na Parkway Bedu, on the Wajatu say, Obeboa Magana, Yakoswa, Nayabo COVID home by, or no, any Ashanti Regional Chapter President of Ghana Medical Association. Doc, I'm a person Ghana for that.
Good morning, Ken.
Na me so so here.
Nyame adom me ho ye.
Na baby a wotie so just obo mask.
One say oye na e ka ho no mu a idea tebia a part of you.
That's right. That's right.
And though you were a half bob fair nipo be remu. And I'm sure some station more protocols na say for it, you know. And una Emma nipo mask.
All right. Doc, what's the front page of the Mirror?
Unfortunately,
this is it. So but maybe I'll tweet me kind.
Debut.
Yeah, being bra, Mr. Yeah, being bra. Mr. Farmer Doctor, no, only no more. Me can't am interested. Me news Farmer Doc, no. Doc, front page of Mirror. What do you see?
And before I make comment on, I'm not surprised because
Doc, what do you see on the front page of
COVID-19 directives? Pubs, bars, cinemas not complying fully.
Yeah,
Ken,
it's you
Ken, won't say there be for the past couple of months here can say one thing say Obama directives and instructions, and another thing with compliance and I say EBD Emran so. Me surprise say Mirror ede enu aba enra bantma heya najo mepon fi theater be almost 10 p.m. Na me drive yako and the same question na me bisa me ho say is it not say president e can say bus we don't high streets now right from I know her runabout I know her bus e wo ni fan ni benkum nyina were operating all the bus ewo Bantama High Street. Na me colleagues back. Na I'm say and now say ABA ya reverse the directive within the week na yenim. And you know say Mirror no de ato and I know say the security agencies, the president, health minister designate, the information minister designate. Omunyina ebe ready and no be catch that is if omu enhum say near air kosona and there be a kase Ghana just like emrane won ye won bebre in the books but the implementation and enforcement and no share COVID-19 before obe to me a defeat COVID-19 no ye free be enforcement o share was it this week Australian Open tennis omu routine screening no mu detect is one person and no cry a security personnel no omu quarantine obia over tournament no the same Australia omu detect is 1 of 5 will be in the one of the states omu equal 5 days of strict lockdown and this is a state or a country omafa the fight no serious to the extent say for so many months not they didn't even have a single case the moment omu detect just one these were the measures that were taken Usha Ghana figures over the past 24 or so hours are there 761 to 8 deaths no are increasing by 9 to I think 440 something. And say the way we treat the COVID-19, but me just surprise. We share a whole speaker and ABA mobile educate me say after president, vice president, in who I'm sure say speaker of parliament and then next in command and sana chief justice. So if a whole third in command,
the third most important person
in the country. A cry frustrated said in a chamber of 275 members. Na ebinumu enya COVID-19 almost sign ediba. And these are the people are almost a year sa running as if of COVID-19. Na sifo ayede chiche nkrofobi tumu jelly ebi fine ebi. And 15 of you and I think 56 or so of your staff. Sir, 56 staff no say ye contact trace na ubehu say exponential ye friend BBR not ye hwe menya nipa sen na mede bema to the 71 na your parliament no ubetumi I imagine nipa here ye de ama and yet they don't want to comply. It's shameful. And you know, I am not surprised. Say bus, cinemas, all the facilitator say operating because the people na brana maye no kra no endi so and toda ma ye bisaya ho say education ne COVID bra ye expose ye ho de hwe Ghanaians na se for nyina no. Is it worth it? These are the questions doctors, nurses, pharmacists, the mortuary men are asking. It's because, you see, so many of us are going down with it. Yenya, whilst attending to patients, because, patients, eba hospital, untumi nkase in an emergency, untumi nkase oni mask, oni say onhwe no. Usually your training kicks in, though your mask and all those things, no. Your training kicks in. Emma will save your life. You answer now why evaluate. And then later, days later, weeks later, we be testing panel or a positive, more exposing. And so many of our colleagues have gotten it. It's the basic enforcement. You better find video way so at the astre abino. I don't know whether I should say your best friend and I bear remind then say. Especially the president, and I'm sure they are listening, say, yes, Roma, the directives now, or my, is not being enforced.
Yes. President directives or the buyer.
Yes.
Me not be aware catch me. Or can the baby say, Paps are a yet open space. Or more dear, or more to me a tongue and sign. And I say, or can they generally say, pubs are, or pubs remain closed? And would you know, because Matisse say pubs no say, open space, yeah, it doesn't pose any risk. But maybe Mantis or man penny or can be bizarre. Maybe I won't aware crutching. What ye?
Yeah, maybe I stand to be corrected, and I am sure, say Dr. Isiasare and the Information Minister, and now President in his next address, no, but exactly what the issue is. But you say all paths, cinemas, beaches remain closed. And tina you cry.
It's about the same no, yet the yankasa yinyansa, so to speak. Edi afaho can send be a media. Manti, I'm trying to get a full text.
I will say Ghanaians, and your Ghanaians cry, human beings. The biano, enitina embrano, ewohono, to check some of these things. And the bia ye pe leeway, minim say whether president's directives no is subject to interpretation, me here lawyer. But nearty say all these remain closed to the extent say, or can say restaurants cry.
Say eja say Obama me cry mama kaka. So, fellow Ghanaians, until further notice, funerals, weddings, concerts, theatrical performances, and parties are banned. Private barriers with no more than 25 people can take place with the enforcement of the social distancing, hygiene, and mask-wearing protocols. He goes on to say, beaches, nightclubs, cinemas, and pubs continue to be shut. Our borders by land and sea remain closed. These are the latest year of the buy. Doc, I say yankasa samaba ya pekwebi na yakasa yasisembra because what I read cemetery said there or yes specific beaches, nightclubs, cinemas and pubs. One fafia to be to baby na say one year you say club a pub no e will park so and I will open place it can operate. But this is what we are doing. Or can specifically say funerals are banned, but private barriers beat me about so with maximum number of 25 people. And no so yeah observe all the I feel the open one will be say and yes say now watch that you beat me at trans year 25. And last year a year. What are we doing to ourselves? And then yankasa your interpretation. And the people who ought to, order our lives. And so here. And at the end of the
King, say, Osha, President, the narrative no straightforward. But then, anything your president's representation, Ashanti region. And I'll talk about Ashanti region because you're the regional minister. This time, I'm sure say you're deputy. But you're KMA, you're all the assemblies, you're the police command. Ashanti region. I don't expect, say, His Excellency will be the one to come down here and enforce these directives. If we have a regional minister, and I know a regional minister is listening, or maybe after us, we have a regional minister and the political administration of the region. The chief, commander-in-chief, issue instructions. Wait to say the military. When the chief or commander issue instruction is carried by the sub-commanders to the men. So the commander-in-chief are here. We have his representation here. What are they doing? I don't know whether the Regional Coordinating Council has not seen that PAPs are operating in Kumasi. If they've not seen, I'll use.
But is it Kumasi? Mirror story, no? It's not exclusivly Kumasi.
And can make us say,
and you Kumasi matter.
Make us say Ashanti region.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, say, through this medium, check it all the regions. No evidence and not only Kumasi, may call other places. It's the same thing. It's like
in Ashanti.
In Ashanti, same thing. In fact, when President Carr said pubs and cinemas and discotheque remain closed, we were laughing and we asked, when was it closed? You get it? They were operating, and some of them were even using security agencies for protection. And Osha, you see, Bebetina last week, Ubisa said, is it time for lockdown? Now me say it's long overdue. Ken, if you're serious, say you be fighting and you're winning the war on COVID-19, and yet, Sebi, without, with all due respect to the president, and yet measures because these are measures nobody seems to obey, including parliamentarians. Where you are tested, a Maya quarantine, a banal year negative waba. But even a positive no crano, people want to come out and they are coming out. To even have the test done, may assure say already a Speaker of Parliament, the third most important person, can say out of the 275, only 63 or 66 and willingly or mobile test here, and he was urging them. Said the last day or so, Nakano, or Munina tested. Meaning how many of them were tested? 15 of them and 56 of almost supporting staff. If you be winning fight, we are sure say, yes, Mr. President, the economy, people have to survive and all that. But they say, the people are dying. And then be
a
up to 401 second, 449. But you see, these are not true representation. And luckily, or more musie or ma sebi or film COVID-19 this week yet or munka mortuary men and things no be can say. These are not the figures. Because program be me encourage me can ebema nipa no kan no. But there is somebody or with the health or dealing with the data. And or can say, look, your figures now remaining constant. And so there be environmental force people who died of COVID. Now me can say the on-country director, the Director General Ghana Health Service. Now on-country I say not figures na yede mom no ye eno na yede ma. The course of it now week we much for no abeka. Tiken. Ye share omo yete 9 ne 10 ne we ni prominent people nkrofo ni momo. Na omo a sebe omo mekra ase ana se omo ni di miti na ye me ya me ho na ye hye ne ho na obowa na owu ye team ye de nakọ wawu all the tests. Over major hospitals now obi ba your friend of BID brought in there. They be take his swabs, aqua testing and all that. It's it's time see you the fight seriously. And your best friend, Mr. President, said, look, yes, economy, we know how to bring it back, as he rightly said. But the people we've lost, they're 449.
Official figure.
This is the official figure. By that. We don't know how to bring these people back, including the 11-day-old child, 9-year-old child, 14-year-old child, the 20-somethings and 30-something-year-old men and women. We don't know how to bring them back. We have to, and just like last week, Mika said, these are measures, and I've been proven right. Until you
try recap as half full than to see it as half empty. Measures no. They quite defeatist posture. No.
One good thing I'm in the week, the mask wearing. Once the me buy me same microphone, but the good thing with the directive, improvements as far as mask wearing in public. But no play daytime, and I'm sure subsequently, President keeps hammering on it. People listening to him keep hammering on it. Maybe we will have an improvement. But the main thing, the parties, the bars, most of the people are prominent people are call way birthday party and will be a party be. Didi no share mask, didi ye. That's the only time they realize they took off mask na se for na enyebi. So gathering here super spreader where a event Emma virus spreading. It doesn't matter, yes, open space reduce chances of getting it. Make away with the befa Professor Awendari or I'm sure said the Gucci or more ear testing we say this week on the buy said look. Omar realized said the UK variant of COVID-19 and 1 second may check it. UK variant of COVID-19 from January, they were given an update. Say sequence, it shows B1.1.7, that's the first reporting or UK, is now the predominant strainer air drive transmission in Ghana. Once we were saying, the rate the rate is spreading fast. We have from 700 cc in a month, over 6,000. No, we believe a new strain, and we be confirming that way. Ahead, most of these were detected at the airport, and detecting people coming from other African countries, not even in UK, and any of the European countries or US. And that is it. It is ye pese ye defeat here, and the way a serious afe na vaccines abano krano now pese hwe and hwe say a active against the new variant the variant already old one vaccine no cry bi ama virus not changing the form afe steps able to me hwe some active. What if by the time you benya vaccine na working against the new variant since they say the predominant one? To your best friend, His Excellency President Akufo-Addo said, look, if we want to win this fight,
now wait, Chief, wait a minute, okay. We will say a president as I dare not beat me because you or President Sebi will beat me, who beat me, will meet me. Yasha yen crofo ai wa yewu no adan ne yentimi yankasa yentimi en ye esese ye to at least avoid avoidable deaths.
Ken who say President ye can Ghana he is the number one person. Because he makes all the appointments. President bet me I issue directive says see I am your studio ha. In no time, yebeba me. President bet me I issue directive so park is be wakasa may appoint so and so. It will be done now.
Yeah, now pemo.
David, Majma may manage home. You get it. I'm a doctor and a surgeon first, and I'll always be that. Kid, Onona appointing if in Ashanti region, and I say all the regions, these directives and yet being enforced. On appointing IGP, isn't it? Me cancer.
On appointed regional minister.
On appointed regional minister. On appointed DCs. So he can call them to order, whichever way. And me assure says a president has set examples. The rest of the ministers or regions na say for no. Ombe enforce it.
Okay.
That we see. So that mirror front page say the measures are not being complied with.
Anyway, but Matisse Ashanti Regional Police Command almost say almost set a task force. The almost yen say almost no ebe nanti ashe. You'll be arrested and prosecuted. But me assure say between a year and other deviant other ones no doors. But you be commending almost at least almost 8 years in mountain. Now because you can't say you and you can say nipa 20. Yes say you beat me up barring nipa, beat me see nipa with 25. But young kasi akwa she say mura o yet ya so weddings na man for shall say busa questions room into no weddings ye way ye na sorry them into so say ye kwa sorry me enye wedding na ye other than that bia ye busa 70 year one anyway. But doc yatio say Dr. Fonso so ne health workers I say o man penny promise insurance package bi na say no kra no we see your cancer my odiaba
Ken nyamia dominya COVID-19 be officially from all the tests my 7 tests negative into no mean qualify.
Are you for the qualify?
We health worker na o contract the virus in line of duty. Hona ye can say in line of duty no subjective because you don't know the point but his team say you got it whilst working. And time of $1 billion no buy, and I think say enterprise insurance I stand to be correct. Almost promise so the government will say when will be if yebema amount we health worker be now or recover yebema up to an amount. For the past year, Martin said, "Nkofo kakra enyebi and all that." Inti ye can say they should let us know the people na omu etiano. Kenyentia way very important. No, in the course of I think last week or so, people were like, I read so many headlines. Health workers or frontline workers in Confederation threatening strike. Na say for people were asking nam minim and yeah investigations. It's not only other health workers, doctors, framing every day in the region because what we do, they say, ubinyabia ya collective data ni send it. You following now the facilities never send you names ni bibia ye DH. Every week, this week in Kwa from Monday, ABC and Opawi, about 60 people now framing and now sending messages. That na what is the status of insurance now? You promise here. Ken, omutia, they should let us know. But from what we know, no, omutia crack a crabby. Ena mkrofona ye no mo ekasa I won't disclose the sources na for. Ubeshani ye nim whether a selection ye de about when they see a na say obi or yes or the hospital, but no be ye essential or make essential without being disrespectful. Obi or the office or ye na ejuma all right. Unya COVID-19 yebeti omo etiano. Then those in public health throughout the country, those nurses, pharmacists, doctors, those who are always with the patients, no, are not being paid. Ken, Mefa Afidewe Swama, once again, the Minister Designate for Health Information and then the Presidential Advisor on Health, to know, say, the agitation is reaching a crescendo. In fact, building up to an extent, say, the calls and somewhere on the ground on your way. People are even asking, say, why don't we go on strike? And people think, say, we the health workers are in bed with the government. And we told them, say, no.
And answer most as leadership.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Good. So, Ghana Medical Association, last Sunday, council meeting, and now we do it on Zoom. And issue circulars. Members are on list. Those who have been paid, should let us know. Say they've been paid. So that you better reconcile. We expect the other health workers to do the same thing. And you say you better reconcile if the over 100 and something doctors saying then we'll take steps. Because as we said, just like Nyoma Yakoso, ultimately call court without evidence. Mm-hmm. The same thing, ultimately call to make your case without the figures. Until you collect those data, near the atohoni share or more or many what percentage na si yetia. Until yes, but then appeal to the relevant authorities. They don't have to wait for people to start agitating. Already, there's so much stress on health personnel. Ken, with the surges of share Nipa Eba Hospital, share patient, I'll be honest with you, OBS row. Each time a patient Bemia. Say I can say Ubia or COVID-19 until you be producing your way to take all the necessary way. See, I thought that human interaction, then I say for say oba the way I say me to me bo attach on then I say for now we are scaling down, and these are international recommendations. Members of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, and I say for instead is and recommendations. I say look. COVID time, it's not a time to go by your traditional medical practice where ubiba say
the first now mode
but near who say what by emergency send Americano what pra onime dompeno to if you horn moja meet me can say mentacho moja to a pregnant woman utmi can say old tachino akra bear 2 years, 5 years, and a day old. Enya pneumonia, struggling to live. Utmi kase untachino. So we put ourselves at great harm or in great harm just to make sure say the average Ghanaian ebe survive. Debi ameka say oba ye hospital na ye discriminate whether o ye sikani ana say hieni. Yes ye no. Yeah. Amount. And at the expense of I know of me unita, virtually a whole office, so we had to close it down. And these are people attending to patients all the time.
Well, Doc, the woman say more quality data. Now more her woman, almost I come with the almost now you might this way. I think person chamfunini ewo ye various hospitals say said the pressure aba muso ana nipa wo manye bi ene said the say normal city and bi a obi nti ya what
say osha my statistics. In fact, the medical director of Confederation Statistics said almost 50% of the tests. They say this week, so the same picture back from Tamale Teaching Hospital. Yet I used to be this way. They are treatment centers. Center Bia shut it down. These places will open.
Oh, but unfortunately, regional police commander Uti, we over to us. Was my men are in town and wish the public will send information to us. Almost per se, my police phone information as to clubs and pubs are almost ABB. As to amount for more in defiance to or my penny directive law. or say they would want to know the deviant ones and deal with them. I said I'm kind of was in there, you can't say task force for so why you say they will arrest you. I think Pacho doctors.
Okay, Pacho, Mr. COP Duku, and DCOP.
COP. Oh yes, COP. We have another two.
Debbie, Mrs. COP, Mr. Duku, and DCOP, Mr.
Ajim. So go for no.
Wait there. Me fear not happy.
Now, Mr. Ajim, you see a few minutes.
Oh, Mr. Ajim, Mr. Ajim, he has been one of the people.
I always trust his sense of reaction. So, yes. 1 minute. You follow up.
See, the good thing with Mecca, we say,
and I'm not the boss. I said, Mr. Duku,
I responded, and it's because you see, Mr. Duku trusted on Tia, or man, more responsibility, and that is what trust does. And once Mr. Duku, all the paths were Bantama High Street, they stayed open from Motown, Esba, Bebia, Momo Muninano, Tiabeshawa, and Seniawa, Ashoen, Yenya, we are luckily, Yebe send a message to the relevant way. Now, sure, say, Mobe, yes, sure, you say Bibia, Yakabiano, more active on it, Yebe Koso, I send it those messages.
80 doc, your facilities near say they are being overwhelmed. And I'm person who can want some yiti. Yes, you know me diagram. Sometimes I say, I know. But say then I pay me, but there's something inside so strong. I'm say sometimes. The woman say, at the end, you can't man for inti. But the more they refuse to hear our voice, the louder we will sing. Anything here, give you one yakam. Mr. Samuel Pine say, Ubusaya. That's something inside so strong. And no, ma, your person. Because
yeah. Good morning, Sampine. Me sure say Obebaha last week. No, yes, Okay. Say, share your facilities in the regional. Basically, closing it down. But say, be from Pond Boating Hospital. More so sick. Initially, saying come fat. ICU ebe treat you or from severe or critical. But all the facilities. And COVID call down and now reactivity. The truth say the only center taking severely ill people come for noche is full or almost full. As of environment some of the people ekasai. And we share the rest of the regions. And the same picture. It is a Ubeba hospital. Na se ubida machine soa. Yen to me can say because me pancreas baby. Inti ye nipa na other ventilator no so no ni enfa me into ho. Ni ebe kan che me and say the place is full. Bia because my ye ejuma ohwa nkofo ni menu inti no. Ombeka se no yen to me hwe ma pakwesi bedu ewu inti no kwan bia so ebefa ebenya ventilator no bi de me atoso no ye de me beto so bia nya obia na ye that fortunate se ubebie phone lines ama nkrofo afre with experience getting space any of the treatment centers so that say ye try to be alarmist.
Bia utie wako treatment center be when your experience be payer. Park is being president of Ashanti Regional Chapter, Ghana Medical Association. Was it any share experience is here? So with me afraid any beji 03220-81006 03220-81007. Say experience we say when your friend will be but Mr. Michael Insia writes the only language we Ghanaians speak and understand is the military. The president should deploy the military and save lives and damn the opposition. Believe me, after a few days we will all follow. Talk and words wouldn't work with us Ghanaians. Very sad and unfortunate. And I can identify with the feelings of the doctor. The man says, "Say Michael Insiansi, ultimately how you feel." It was this guy a handful and friend na common experience.
Oh, say, and America say, now the situation in the region. And me try say ye can't the biana. A man for before say ye alarmist.
Obi am friend, you know. Me trust.
Before say ye alarmist, and now ye create fear and panic. Initially, I saw you pretty calm, no fear. But I see a more the stress involved, even getting your samples.
Madam for be a health worker, or contract be. Na or sitting around anything come up. Or that, at the end of this is oxygen.
Oxygen. Part of.
She is finding it very difficult to talk. Now, another case, I'm on who say, "Oh, bread." We pray for those people. Doc, your brain has some to a foot on farmer na odia call. Eti wa unya mirror and go and check today's edition of the Mirror. Na in na yefen to your home. Dr. Park is bid.
Okay. Before we saw first of all, Achia all the health workers. Na machia the President, His Excellency, Nana Akufo-Addo. Na mafa we so amana who say the directives no and yet complied with in all the regions, and as Mirror no Akano, that's what is going to your best friend no say. I think say we should take a more drastic approach, a bit breaking the transmission no drastically, because senior all the data no channel a new variant abano and a drive it went a kum nipa bebre. Me dispute figures ye wu nipa 449 and na say bro, but obi a wahwe ne family member through COVID no onim, and they know the pain na omo ekum. Nti no on taking a more drastic approach to dealing with this. And na ebeboa. And secondly, insurance package now omo say health workers no for almost a year. Omo tia kra nipa kakra bi. And situation on the ground no, people are becoming angry. Omo bufu say omo dada health workers. Me sure say omo be back so omo tia ebinom. Omo tia ebinom, they should let us know how many health workers are omo tia. Say what you me na o publish media. It doesn't spoil anything because any criminal way. Oh ma ye hu. It's ye be 5 day so I'm a health minister, director general Ghana Health Services. They should, and then the Minister of Health and Finance and publish it, or they should send us names of health workers. And yes, sir, near air banner say people at a point will say ye manu be and ye
sir. Next week, you see any cancer. Never be in Musa. No.
And this is not pandemic. It's not a time to issue threats now. So, and this is what we tell the people. Catch them, so no, they should hold on. We are talking to the relevant people. But yes, strong. We shouldn't get there. Ubia contract to be 8 months ago, 12 months ago, whilst working. The little you promised, no. Yeah, for more muna bibia under day.
Here was a Ghana for the normal go. Who did he side we see? Who did he side we?
Fellow Ghanaians, once again, good evening. I have come into your homes once again to urge you to take the protocol of the serious. I'm talking about a social distancing, washing of your hands, and wearing of the mask.
Is it President Ekasa?
Maybe President or what's it, baby? Oh, me make it president. He's just no, Penwo. Kase yet hero. Only president who
I think the president made the most. Also to say honestly, but we see. And Mami Kawi, honestly, Mr. President, fellow Ghanaians. As I say, fellow Ghanaians who deliver
So better baby out TV. Besides say, and to maybe by a friend fellow Ghanaians go movie. I was one not bread be.
My bread. Good morning, fellow Ghanaians.
Okay, but that's it. Say a person by Dr. Park is baby or a doctor. Penny or Ashanti Regional Anomono and a president Ghana Medical Association Ashanti chapter. My main family cratui na me ba or Penny Bisu or no so asamatono or no so ever around na seven no on the one co or coach a shraj or coach that was who so what say what do asamba Hello FM despite media platform no so we get results. I'll be right back.
Misika enso ka tie roba anonso a enso estate 9 now so on parliament timretwati nimwatwa ni suosuo ni twati ya betwa befot I do cream so be gay die amama easy cry 3cd so dia kwame it will be to share I do cream committee and am kokomu a jai that is down crown father
Look store hwehwe I do cream who cry the light blue as say one enso che na ni bo so da fam e dia hwehwe sa ekatin kwata ni aja tum say
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia Ghana man betum pon wane gina wo mamba pa wo dwene Ghana ho kane Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana man MPP say ye ne wo sunu kukuruku a wodi ye chi aso nkam NDC akataman so okata ne maso CPP say ye ne nanan makuko nyina manyuku no BNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ne hunu amagawo ho ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo Hello FM so memenda no pebia no siempa imukusi nonkro Akoko Abon eyegigi
Akoko Abon eyegigi Hello 101.5 FM. Okay, openi a oti efie he mema na abodidin ba ne krata da manim no dated February 4 2019 addressed to the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice Accra, and then dear madam petition against Professor Frimpong Boateng on issues of causing financial loss to the state and conflict of interest. Very good morning.
Morning. Thank you very much.
Maybe the King Edward is what's what they say?
Arnold Jijo Agbodo.
Arnold Jijo Agbodo.
Yes.
Won't me catch you soon.
It me can anyhow. It's by yet to.
And this is Doctor.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't pay your and what Bumu say. Opese President Iti Wasem and Ghana T Wasem. Now, Mesaka Krate Dewenu, you've petitioned against Professor Frimpong Boateng on issues relating to causing financial loss to the state and conflict of interest. Actually,
this petition that it's around 4th. If you watch the date, it's 4 February 2019, and it's in regards to conflict of interest. And Ushua, when you talk about conflict of interest, it boils down to a situation which the concerns of aims of the two different parties are incompatible. In that sense, the inability of a people to live together in harmony. So in this situation, a person is in a position to derive personal interest or personal benefit from actions or decisions made in their official capacity.
So in this instance, Prof, in
this instance, he was a minister of science, and this thing that's what I'm saying. The date is very, very important because also date no, it's 4 February 2019, and that is when I decided to petition, the Human Rights Administrative Justice in regards to this, and we are talking about 2021 now. It's practically 2 years. On our 7th term, no, already. I don't know if he's even now, as we're saying, he's still going to be appointed to be the Minister of Science and Technology. But we'll show you what is happening is at the time I petitioned Raj, I was looking at a given period, maybe about 6 months. What am I doing? So that we'll have the very investigative body to come up with the facts of the whole conflict of interest we are talking of. But well,
now what Coach Raj Akubusa say, and I'm over number 2 after sending this petition.
Yeah, maybe call her. Yeah, definitely.
Almost the same.
Me call her about 2-3 times within the first 3-4 months, no, after the 4th February 2019, no. And well, they told me they are working on it, they will get back to me. But at a point in time, almost after by a year, as I wasn't getting any feedback and I'm anti-Omuka, then I decided to say, okay, then let me just be quiet about it because it looks like I'm not really getting any response.
It is a one response. And I will wait.
What response am I looking for?
Yeah,
if you look at the petition, we are asking for conflict of interest because there's losses which is going to the state. What do they know? Basically, from Paul Barton, this petition over here, it has to do with Symphony Limited, which is a limited liability company. And he owns the company, right? He has the shares, they have shares between him and a wife. We want to know. But when he became the Minister of Science and Technology, I've known Doctor for a long time. I've appreciated him for what he's done in surgery parts and surgeon. But this over here, it's premised on his office in the sense of like conflict of interest. And that is why we petition Traj as an investigative body to ascertain to the facts. Oh, I don't know. So that is why we did that.
I know what you maybe now and but so tell us in 5 minutes, tell us why you think there was conflict of interest in his working as the minister.
Let me point this some to you.
Because you don't need to read. I presume you know it offhand or off cuff.
Yeah. I can understand where you're coming from.
So tell us.
So you see, what happened was that this actually started way back in about 2017, 2018. Because I read in the dailies, one of the newspapers, in regards to minerals and other stakeholders which was involved in terms of like mining. So when I read the report, then I said, this doesn't look right. Why would he be given such a position whilst he's still the minister and he can be seen to the task force and all that? And so in that sense, you are looking at, if I'm the minister, then in that sense, I can be doing whatever I want without actually going through the rules and regulations. So, well, what it was that I contacted a friend who was a lawyer and I told him about this very issue. And when he also looked at it and he said, look, it looks like there's something involved we can all learn from. So the best thing for me to do is that let's work up and actually put this together and actually petition Traj, which is much more an institution to investigate the body. So what I did is only a petition. But what I wanted was a response from Traj so that we can all work together to see the common goal of this very petition. So in this case, if you are talking about
citizen, not a spectator.
Yes.
Until having detected these things, you feel say Traj a baby. It won't worry say Traj and you won't worry. Into Traj, as they say, only or more problem, and I say more problem with correct.
Oh well, when you look at it, I wouldn't say I have problem with Traj because the last time that I met them, that was December last year, they actually explained to me the delay, the reason why they have the delay, right? Because beginning I thought, well, they are not too keen on getting into the whole story.
So what is your interest in Mabusa? But I have to re-ask. We interest say oh yeah na minister now our company na we interest say as a Ghanaian and now say as a what is your interest in this?
It's about conflict of interest. Simple. If you look at it all generally, and what I did over here is due to conflict of interest. Because when you look at the logical reason why these concessions are still being held,
concessions, babe.
There's concessions which are being held, and this over here, it's in Japakom, right? It's about 5 different places. You understand? Which you can make reference to. So that is why even when you look at the petition which I forwarded, it states you know that
Asiri Japekrum
very good.
Bebia Neha Adumesu.
Yeah, very good.
Or concessions or
yes, exactly.
And at the same time, we're minister
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was much more to do with the conflict of interest in regards to his position. But now, as we are talking, we are in a new administration or new governance, and honestly, when you look at this is even past. So within that time I did this petition. I was expecting to get a response at least 6 months to a year, and I haven't heard anything. So does that mean we set up another minister in a different position? He comes in with a little bit of a conflict of interest, then all this is allowed to go. And see, that's the more reason why I did petition triage. So for now,
maybe paragraph 8 was by a letter dated 20th November 2014. Professor Frimpong Boateng, in his capacity as Director of Symphony Limited, wrote to notify Minerals Commission that Symphony Limited was shedding 3 of its 5 concessions and intended to maintain only Babia Neha and Adumesu. But so what can I say? As far back as 2014, now we're in the mine in a Juma. Until just obey a minister, no yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your problem?
No, so when you see, you just read number 8, which goes to show, say, he was doing his concession on, but then the company itself, watch very well, it's been registered as a merchant, right? The company Symphony is being registered as a merchant. That's general merchant, authorized business of general merchant, trading, importers and exporters of general goods, manufacturer representative and farming, and annexed, and I've marked it with Exhibit 1. So this is something you can get from the GR, that's the Register General. So even when you look at that with the company being supposed to be a general merchant and into mining, it raised a little bit of a question over there. But let's move forward out of that one. Exactly. We can move forward out of that one. And when you look at one other thing, even though the company indicated above that it has no longer interest in these 3 mining concessions, right? Namely the Ewiem, Asiri, and Jepakrom, these 3 areas are still being held in the name of Symphony, contrary to the rules governing the grant and holding of concessions in Ghana. And when you go further to, you can see more other things like the said 3.
Somebody sends this text message. Ose King, this guy who is speaking about Frimpong Boateng is incoherent in his delivery. People are not getting the drift. And then he goes on to ask, what is the conflict of interest here? So, at the end of the day, it's just another noise. And I said, Papa, no, when Nissan and I said there.
Let me come in there. You see, sorry about that. Professor Pong has placed himself in a conflict of interest situation as a result of interest in Symphony Limited. Apart from the licenses given by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, every mining company is required to have as an environment permit for ministerial exploration. The permit is granted by the Environmental Protection Agency, which is directly under the Minister of Science, Technology, Environment, and Innovation, right? So clearly, there is a conflict of interest as Professor it will ultimately be issuing the environmental permit for mineral exploration to his own company. So this is where I'm actually trying to lay my.
So what do you want Trudge to do?
To investigate and come up, but then that's what I'm saying. The time has elapsed. We are now in 2021, so I don't know what we're doing as an institutions to help certain things. Because that's what I'm saying. It's something I raised and I decided to petition. So you investigate, then give me a response. Then we can work together as a whole.
Okay, so you feel that Trudge has not done enough, correct?
Oh yeah, but the last time that I met the director, I think he spoke to me very well, and he gave me an assurance of the fact that, look, the only reason why there was a delay was because they were still looking at other issues and other cases and how to come up with it. But then still, I didn't get no response from them to ascertain what exactly.
So you are by this medium reminding Trudge.
Yes, I'll be glad about that as well. If that is one of the reasons, I think I'll be so glad about that.
Right. Finally, final comment.
Oh, well, thanks a lot for giving me your media to use as a platform. to elaborate on the issues which it can all help the country as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Yes, yeah, that's CP. Say, driver twice, it's right. What the asma koto charge ni omo nye ho we na omo ebekoso na omo ahwenti no ye be das eja amadwuma ni nyina ye Ghana tete Arnold Agbojo ene ye tie ne nka no chese ensem bi akoso opese charge ehwehwem na Ghana ye nyina ye koyenim ena mention papa no those who wanted to know your name ena makano somebody said mention the name. Okay, the name is Arnold Agbodo. Protos who wanted to know that name. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken.
All right. Okay, I feel politicians no, and so Edu Enche lawyer Kwame Adumapia or a deputy secretary Ashanti Region NPP and a lawyer Evan Samankwa or a NDC legal team member Ashanti Region or a few text messages or Amefa Entuja Nafi Yankoyenim Uti Abon. All right, 0265170336. Bana say, tell the commander that I saw people in uniform, police people drinking. I saw them myself at a particular pub. Okay. Don Simon, I say some naughty thing is happening here at Kwadaso Alignment. Funeral and the people around simply amazing. There's a amount for Bianti will be a case. And one Ekoso if Yena and Kofo Ebusua or that is why we've got to be careful. Okay. Farouk Atro Tema. Osi King, his case has no basis to start any investigation, referring to what our brother just said. Okay. Mami Tenet me back. Akoko Abon Jumedi, and it was 0265170336.
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia. Ghana mai betum pon ne gina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane. Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana mai. MPP se ye ne wo sno kokuruku a wodi ye chi aso nkam. NDC akatama so okata ne maso. CPP se ye ne nanan makukonyina manyuku no. BNCC ye kube anye na magani amagashia ni hunu amaga Ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo HELLO101.5FM so. Memenda no pebia. Efi no nsiempa imukosi no nkro. Akoko Abon eyegigi kuku adie chibia. Ghana mai betum pon wane gina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane. Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana mai. MPP se ye ne wo sno kokroko a wodi ye chi aso nkam. NDC akatama so okata ne maso. CPP se ye ne nanan makukonyina manyuku no. BNCC ye kube anye na magani amagashia ni hunu amagawo ho. Ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo HELLO101.5FM so. Memenda no pebia. Efi no nsiempa imukosi no nkro. Akoko Abon eyegigi.
Ye nyina no ye nipa baako eye ye mienu. Me ene wo. Nti ye hopu se ebedi so ama eyino so akofom. Sayari akofom. Na mesra manfo. Yesi mo obi anya yi. Ubetima sie wufunu but manya yi. Ye mpese yebeba na omanko abubo ayi tent no oba be yi the task force no memre da yebeko ba bia divisions no ya tax all the divisional commanders omo area of jurisdiction obi amfa wa yebeto yebeba ho ni ahu se wo bo apata a wo ba be yi de yebema mra no odi yeba yebetu first yebetu two or apata ni nyina kura exigency ansa no wo mo yesa no so ya che wo mo ni do ma ba police station nti yempese ye no obi abenya akasakasa anasa asem de ebe president say private burial not more than 25 ye nka ho but umetime okwakosie kra na it should be more than 25 the task force no be rounds mo check we no nyina hwe be samanfo so mo nyina mo
COP Kwasi Duku ene ye tin nka no na asem a asem hia se wo hwe ye se de amanfo si eto wo huguma ene ma or kasa essay.
Yenina no, Yenipa Bako, Yemienu, me anyway. Nti hope say ebedi so ama so akofom sayari akofom na mesra manfo yesu mo obi anya yi ubetima sie ufunu but manya yi yempese yebeba na omanko abobo ayi tent no ba be yi the task force no me da yebeko ba bia divisions no ya taxi all the divisional commanders omo area of jurisdiction obi amfa where beto yebeba ho ni ahu se wo bo apata wo ba be ye die ye be mamra no odi ye ba betu first ye betu tu pata ni nyina kura sizi ansa ne wo mo ye sa no so ya che wo mo ne do ma ba police station nti ye mpese ye no obi abenya akasakasa anasa asem de ebe president say private burial not more than 25 ye nka ho but we betu ko kwakosie kura na it should be more than 25 the task force no be rounds mo check we ni nyina ti obesa manfo so mu nyina mo
COP kwasidu kun ene ete nka no o se task force no anopay ene na memene yo mo gusua nante yesre ese yare no se di esiko no obi afana no antuma o mampani kwa etimi ye obana photos from obana photos oban patase near KSTS as a king. I'll urge the president to enforce the COVID-19 protocols through the military and the police. Bana says police for any soldier for the team. And yes, at the end of the all right, and politicians no ebetanse. Now, Kenneth, Mr. Roma, you can find him at the I'll be right back.
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia. Ghana mai betum pon na wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane. Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana mai. MPP say ye ne wo sunu kokuruku a wodi ye chi asuo nkam. NDC akatama so okata ne maso. CPP say ye ne nanan makoko nyina manyuku no. PNCC ye
ya saba utie Akoko Abon on HELLO101.5 FM. Na hits kakra bi na isi enti ase de afi de kwam atene no pay me de tuja say penifo ma jepene na ba bi di djuma na lawyer ni oye Ashanti Regional MPP Deputy Secretary lawyer Kwame Adomapia oni ni nua oye lawyer Evans Amankwa ono so ye NDC ni ene penifo no pay o ma jepene na Kwame e dey say
ni yo nia
if you just for here,
I'm on way pa.
Also, I pay no pay me one.
Me free private are Ukraine ever.
Number yes say.
Oh, ya people number no.
Number yes say.
Around 20 thereabouts.
Now say my cross examination no. And he said, "Obi busa obi question in the panel when to me and Jana."
What's that?
No, I said busa ni bi.
Ala general.
Okay. Okay, DCOP David Ajaman, Deputy Ashanti Regional Police Commander. Good morning.
Good morning, Ken.
Yeah,
Ken, if I can be David Ajam.
Now, me born to say.
Who's David Ajam?
Ajam. Who go school now? Prowess or mathematics? Let's say.
Ken, me science. I could do master's level.
Does that answer my question?
So when you science, there at every level we are over here mathematics.
Now prowess mathematics you good. 2 plus 1 ASA.
Edward, me pacho say your friend say the old canon. And they impersonation. Say your pro akwesi ajimai. Near pro be ajimai akwesi a munye.
Minimum shame kwadi mini bibi a friend of commutative properties.
Me pacho again
2 plus 1 3. Commander T and a 1 plus 2 3. Only me become a diachi crammes is so dinner da ajim and I'm the befro.
Mate.
Okay. Medasi. And the front page of the Mirror, acquire a concern and can come home back and they buy no Yinasoka. Yes, pubs, bars, cinemas are not complying fully to COVID-19 directives.
But almost a pubs.
Bars, cinemas, they are not complying fully.
But what was that thing? When my penny to buy, we share the last address now. Or say pubs, and a year close. But in Kaiser or can be about bar. But what we are doing is that
But also say
Mr. Man to say or can be about bar, open air bar. Because on there and maybe a chairman or can you was specific say open air bars can open, but pubs, discos, there ain't me nightclub, there ain't me in ye. This time or can pub any nightclubs. So I be supposed say, imagine say the your kind and nanka bars, the open air bars nanka. But open air bars no the who say in Kofokwa womutna pepe
open me show so hawa now be me see the kind kakra or says so fellow Ghanaians until further notice funerals, weddings, concerts, theatrical performances and parties are banned. Private barriers with no more than 25 people can take place with the enforcement of the social distancing, hygiene, and mask wearing protocols. Beaches, nightclubs, cinemas, and pubs continue to be shut. Nowhere did he say open pubs or enclosed pubs.
Let's take it one after the other.
All right.
We share previous sessions now on my penny Kaina. He was specific about open air bar and a pub. Until let's make a
me too.
Can the American say on my penny in the past no waka open air bar and no waka pubs. I don't think that the corner no so pubs no my dream pub here maybe a year enclosed by a tall and start any finger food. Open air bar to say Abon and Kofa Shem Kunyana or Motonka to say the name Ghana bar. But the American say because one can specific step bar, you know, we may not be able to enforce it, but or say social distances must be observed. In Tisobia or pretty open air bar, 1 year social distancing. But pub there, or say it is banned from opening. If I try to mention that.
Bar ne pub no so sebere.
And no na make us me imagine no say omanpani na dress no waka pub and no waka bar. But when say pubs are closed, but open air bars can operate. Internet is a distinction room.
It's no. They were can previously, and they were can currently no. They na
yeah, the currently in area, but again, me see the Americano, the Americano me patrol, yempa, the American is in the past categories now. One man, no woman, also restaurant. Your friend is saying,
me can restaurant too.
Restaurant, they say also make me a beer, but your friend is encouraging say, take away. And or say pubs, nightclubs, and now the Bakuka. Ken?
Yes, sir. Beaches, nightclubs, cinemas, and pubs.
Cinemas and pubs. But we have beaches in the Abon, cinema, nightclub, and pubs. Nina enclosed. Nina or them.
Pub. The definition of pub, an establishment for the sale of beer and other drinks, and sometimes also food, to be consumed on the premises. Nowhere is it talking about enclosed premise and now open premise.
If catch us imagining if we say previously on my penny kasa on my distinction between open air bar and a pub. Me pato ati de me chenati. Inti ye no na ye no na de ka sem na nka open pub no ne cinema ne nightclub ni na ye enclosed. But open air bar ne de abontin. Inti me imagine say abontin de ne de a bit me so bad as a social distances, no, yadi adwuma.
All right. 11 I so person ka na yentini enkoso. Yenye adwuma wa.
Kim, ye me pese me kan say ente aban kai no ye de niam bi agukwa mu a ene prosifo ene fire for ne prisons wa ba be boy ya form tax force omo ikruma wo mo ehwese amanfo ebehye omo ma na ye di social distance no so in the last 2 weeks started you know ya chichi nipa bibiri ya church omo nyina no masem ya mo mu dey mra famu no ye de omo be call court ni akobo omo kwe na ye ko ye nim no na amanfo nyina entia se ade aye no enye police ene Ghana for ene won tokwa na emo Ghana for ene covid ene ye ko ntokwa nti ye nyina ye mfa akoma pa ye mfa ni nsema president kan no ne directives na chi sebe ya ye nyina boy ho ban na ye nyina ye nya ye kan say ban bo pa ene good health na Ghana for nyina ho atoye.
All right, but that's about would name be your friend Banjima, honorable Banjima.
Me pacho
Unino.
Me pacho Akoko.
Or say I am confusing you, and I should rather call a government official or member of COVID team to give a better clarification. Is he correct? Is he right?
Well, your friends say me can say me chairman join to no so chairman join
Ono the one chairman join.
Say not join what chair.
Or no say me confuse you. Am I confusing you?
So ono na me to o chairman join.
Honorable Kojo Banjima, why join our chair? Have a good morning. DCOP David Ajimai. Have a good morning.
You too. Get all your listeners.
All right, lawyer. I'm say the COVID now wasam ne yeka. Enti yenka COVID hasam kakra na afi yemeka court asem. Oso ko yi
Bajani.
As I say true. Yes, funerals are banned. Oso ko yi.
Obuzam se me kwe na me say ani.
Aye. That didn't so ko yi.
Say it's a private barrier.
Na se barrier nye yi.
Say barrier yi. A part of the year process.
Barrier nye yi.
Obi enu wa wansi na ntimi ye working.
It is yenka say
so kasa wo kwa yi a. It entails from funda ho.
Ye wa yi bi o wa ya sie funu no. Be 2 years itimi ye yi. Jitum say
E wo ho sa.
Wa bumra so.
Da bi mi mu mra so.
Yesi me yenkwa yi. Ere na kwa yi.
Obi a yesi ne ne no kwa bakasa wo kwa yi.
Da bi o kasa wo kusi.
Aye. Na won se nya covid anka asewenka.
I know ti ere na se abante no ho asem ne yeka.
Oba aye de ne de match ama de ne de well organized obi atete ntem we be chia no oko. Nipa de abe hu nipa
ba no mo 25.
Oh that. Even if you no kra no wall no nchen nkonya se obi ante so animu obi ante so
lawyer ushusu say covid said ye SSC a treaty no ye treating sir as mine anything me for
ebiti ase ebinti ase ebi okra who the need the other time if boat na me share me max sabra na ye president ayi my the directives recent one
23rd update
na my me fa boat no the choir run about as a restaurant here where opposite Friends Gardens opposite na me fa nti ye ba na me original na me here na me share me max na me tina chi na me zanza na won share there eko ebi ya ni ho omo campaign there omo amaye anka ho hwe omo ya wie na omo be ya na o ka broken English nti me engage in kakra na me hu say a fruitless exercise because me try but onye na adwene say oni be reason up with me
listen me try
or the akoshe campaign ene year e kan bi nim da so gina say campaign. Baku cried last week, this week Obama by Fiasa registration. No.
Obama na day.
Former MC for Achuma Kwanguma. Oti Fiasa Wednesday we say
Achuma Ngwabiaja.
Achuma Ngwabiaja. Asare say registration no. And I'm testing in so the question registration area. You can share demonstration after election or mukoye. Because demonstration him social distancing him. True boy, we now
but young castle for young can so can be
say to that person say nipa na the way I say a man nipa was ayu make anchire me no rather no obitmetri now they call campaign time no be actually now they call registration time but ni refi say ono atisi abonten a only the next person kasa ni refi no ho ene kin so ahade bi okrom ha motorbike timi fa taxi load yokrom ha motorbike pa bike and na yemi no timi fa taxi load bako nipa 4 omote so wanya na fokra na nipa 3 na we ti hwa na we ti na moko enti za me tie na me blow ba na se me obia. You can imagine nipa benya omo.
Somebody writes at Bantama markets people are not wearing the nose mask.
And show the media be na fam no omaya tra ya ka one radio station to another radio station to another radio station obia tries to cover the one some at least or any programmer obeka bi da nyesa aban abo bi pa but danger na wo mu say me misro him stro and this ya omo ankasa ma mo ho ban ya na mutu mani fro a ebeti asiso nyame kra na ya adom na ene emu haju kakra nga Saturday anopa be hu nipa agba peso ba ko mienu bi na mu na omo hye ebi ne mo nhye but the issue is okase max no say you be dey abeche once and wahye let us say the chalk kra won hye o trains will be dey abeche once and wahye because if udi kan fa wow health any there toa awon ni ko so dey koya juma oni sound mind even with the yahye bro no so kra e ba foforo na ye nyina ya yin ebi crosso say yes we ya na obi e konachi that psychological trauma e be ba wo so eno nko aye cost in itself and to say o se won hye na o de onyi ni se wo ho na onyi ni se sebi e kan wa e betimi akunwa the danger no anya won kwa
wo de wo ya example an kaje bad say kanwa me
Dabi o men kan say wo out ho ye
na hwan
I'm speaking to the public
we could have fa wo ye say the prophet one akwa bi ni sofo ba akwa che say odi ni nkwame ya na wo kwa o mbe say wo de wo ni nkwame ti wo de wo fa
prophet one o say kakum ye gene kwaku anum me wo fi angasa asem Ken
come
the point I made straight you no more up today and you be na show ya de bi maye ne enka se obi anfa bibi mutu ni hene wa wu ye die meme ye die oba ye die because na no bi ai mo television so UTV na obi church mu say e kan obi between 40,000 to 50,000 so say one akosha wo ho a e ka da ho ma no 400 million to 500 million na me ko fa no we se me de kokon ya de ba ko
wo so ko fa no we na ye no so e
una so de obi
wo a wo ye lawyer ni a wo ye deputy regional secretary wo ko fa no we na ye je be de
me enti na me nka me twene se prempe no me hwe me ho ansa na mabo me prebu enti me nyaduru nipa mu dia na me ni nipa ben kakra dia at least ma nya hwe na se me hwe me max ena ye koto sra mo maka wa bontin say you kasi ye share max na. You bet you continue your idea no in very short time. I would say it's the American. Now the then president. Or I will say a Chinese disease. Maybe a class of unconom so those idea yo. Okay, can you manage that? And na tongue will be three more America. The max no cry. On share max no cry. Acquire political statement. Emma first personal or that disease control no. Dr. Fauci. There be no televisions, no, and your political statements. Max in your political statement for why we did. But the point is, a bit pushing around conspiracy theory.
Most lawyer for ye. And I say, Obi she, maybe as a police for an answer, soldier for Kwan, maybe or Muchinipano, HNB Kakrebu Etiwa. Namwasha say churchim and human rights. And a violation of their mukria.
I don't know. I could be I on Fenimufu. Momuku in Fenimufu, Mianzi debut. Me, my two be so about 3 days ago. Now, so Johnny no cane about who true.
Or Chen Bibica Krabi, what you are.
Driver no, a coin on the TSC main road in the moon. On what Geno's as a drone upon Genome said your buyer. The urban people say, "What original?" To a gentleman to Zoko, who could go room crying, you know, as I say. No, he ain't say no man at Wakaka. Now, me, Miss Ray, maybe the Ananka may share say punishment and that's no. Say, be there could be a reviewer. Your bola ukrumba. Your bola ukrum. Your baby of. Media ni bi o ha you know Laura kan bi wa mfimfim ba bia yes ye na grass ni ade bi wa ba mu safu adwuma no e wo ho ye betumi ama bi ne mo that day.
All right, thanks. Lawyer Kwame Adomapia, me da say Lawyer Evans Akwaba.
Ya me
na ho say
yango bo no ho ye papa.
Yes, bia me de me ho ye da na o say wa o hu e bi hu ye ana
me musa unti afi no waka kire me
now say wa o ha no ye
ene wo no waka nti me gitu.
Yes, adwuma bia mfeni mfu lawyer for mfeni mfu central for baby o can say mfeni mfu no go lawyer no
Kwame me afa kire me
na yo me ndaw
ya wo me da o Kwame then is Ken Dedi kai ma min share otifu nyina min share santimera min share ndisi fo mo santimera nyina kanka na mi kru mo danse anyo sofo
edi be o mo so mo mpew da bia so be tramp enti danse anyo sofo da bia ko
mi kru no
o mo mpew o bu tu aba no ya tu etia
politics be tu abusuya politics be tu kru politics be tu nua ndi enti ma politics nditi entem but on the record no o hwe adanse asokwa constituency a da bia MPP uni kasepa Nkrumah does anyaso. But me we know nti enye so mu mpɛ no. Nkrumah so na me kan. Ken. Hwɛ yɛse menua Adomapia se ehwehwɛnimu wɔ dwuma bia mu. Well, no de nim de nti wa kyerɛkyerɛ na dem. But it is unfortunate. Honestly. Sɛ menua Adomapia betimi afua se soja ni anase police ni bi metimi de Ghana mra ahye ne nsam abra mra no yem prescribe ye anase the sort of punishment yem prescribe by law see makwa se obi atimi ye de opedia that's no man no you need democracy ni kan obi be de opedia
ahye brands no ni so anyo
ye hye man ni so say ahwa so twe wo ho and if until say the government reviews that punishment no obi atimi fa de penye de oye ewa how can a soldier man say obachi obi so ko bona ba asembe ne ka nisa no sa okochi obi say waya so de ndio so ko bona ba ne mra be ne kese so ko bona side pana ba we have to rise against that. It is totally unacceptable. Sa wo soldier ni no de mra be shows no bi bu mra so a ye bu mra so twena so me bu mra so na wo be twema so wo ko bu mra so be twema so ama na ye sese na mra na me ko bu so na wo be twema so no wo ho kwa so ko bu mra so ko twema so na no I know there I don't agree on that say obi di mra be share but I will agree and associate myself. I've said it on so many platforms. Maka ewo baby bebre say omampani asotwe na ode ba for one more ya so den ewo COVID protocols no ho no. Sa asotwe ne de it is rather enriching the pockets of certain people, the law enforcement agencies. Because I say, see a chimia, you find me 12,000 Ghana cedis. Police in the chimney, man 100 cedis, obey me, there's 100 cedis in Monaco. Meanwhile, you will fee any name our heart is a bit at Mapia Ekan. And the arm of the opinion says, Lord, I'm buying on reviews, our Lord. So, that's will be as one in a chino. I want to yem baby man pra. Say be 2 hours, 3 hours. One pra be a
say omampani yen reviews are penalty unit.
Exactly.
Name yen no be a social services.
We are a man to those months by 10. 20 na on vanka on vanko. Me fi say eno basa ebema nipa bebre ahwe omo ho so yi e wo sa de because say wonam kro no address na ye the prior show say ma wo pra na be bia okoro ja na opra next time say okoro be careful but 12,000 no omo busa say nipa bebre nam krom sesi a omo hye nose mask bia police no chin na you see ye more a police for no bebre nso abaso to be honest with you omo aputu human face into this whole thing o share police ni bi
na say by so doing no so no ye boy must spread na
no okay
akoso
on by 60 my need be so we say be by 60 say to be share e ho na by 60 say to be share
obi a want to be share na police ni action say to be share no say o talk say o free police no ho no ma o ya to abodwa ase
ken
and o dey say obi si dey show moto obu say o nose mask where o say e she moto no ya to
ken anu nyina ya so den a ye nua no mo ye and I'm of the opinion say sa asotwe no it will be better say ye be yes sa enema na to ken as I was saying no me say ma obi mumra so emfa enya de eti sa na the police ni so ye no o put him on face but no so nyemra so what I say eti say ye nyina ye timi say ye dwumadi a o say ye di e de bo e ho ban dia until say omampani be se samra no mu no ye enforce mra na da ho no that supposed to be ye adhere to samra na da ho no ye mfanya adwuma na the maker ken ma kind of platforms be brezo onum say be si na enipa bi nim anyi ni se covid ho enipa bi nim anyi ni se covid ho na menuanom Ghana fo amutie na no pay asanteman amutie yesem covid no ewo ho eti ade bia obi aye bia onye se ode bebo ne ho ban eni se oyade a ebema wanya sayare ni bi na sayare no nya na yentese wa woni beba won so na de aye obusu afo de aye o ma de aye o yire o de aye nipa ebe hu nyina wanyongofo nyina na de aye o too serious. So I'm of the humble opinion say it is the total responsibility of every individual in this country. See, be making sure say edwuma bia ebedi near the boy ho ban every covid no e ken ma make asem jiro say utie Ghana Medical Association Medical Service for release December ehu ken almost only 1 month. You see, from last year March to December nanipa ewu covid just about 9 months no nipa ewu covid was 300 and something. But within 1 month, nipa ewu covid me 114.
So it tells you say
but is your camp on the caveat to home because I see on data no mukutana show ne ya na mties ayi no show ne no data no for 3 days bi dia agede anka ho so nipa ewu yawada ewu fiada no nipa ewu ukuada yawada ni fiada ne na kasai anka ho so this means the nyina no beka ho bia e be come more than one.
But so what to say yes say eye wo susu a na uti kwa na survivor susu so bi ho
ken mate
no ye de he
ken na unim na wo zabi
o za wo na ye lawyer ni sem de nim bi da bi
bisa that's all so dey
there bi ba mate say ti ma uti mi pra ekuku
I know what you know. Ken. And is what you know so dia. And yeah, me nims a ken one ye tree. Ewo
Pacho de mati makan no. Se wouldn't be that the beca one.
And so me say, yes, etimi ma can say, when I'm glad to be ye mre.
There's sometimes some no.
There's a Bible.
The home to cry.
Yes, I'm by. The channel there.
Okay, about Ruth. That's also in about or UK. There be over to say about Ruth of about radio. Had I been in the COVID home come on UK's perspective. We are politicians number 2. So about Aquaba.
Me also can.
UK. If you over now hope to say.
Yo, me that say. Me chief muti Hello FM anopay through about radio UK. Me chia UK phone na.
Ukuru Mugabe na need dey no.
Chairman Mugabe ho pa.
What na chairman of there? North London chapter chairman MPP. I see. NSU radio no NDC phone kasa also MPP ngo.
MPP ngo.
Na sa dey radio.
O say.
Sa dey radio.
Sa na me dey maye no.
I think for 80.
Yetie papa. Na say MPP for your door say NDC for.
Na because me ba London na me appear on radio no. O say
na baba bezo kan o ha no. Asembe na o kan sa.
E no maka no.
Wele ma ni me
what to about kan na. Me winning more than you winning. What say we don't
ababa na winning more.
What the percentage in fourth Republican can say elections. I think my last win when I'm near there. And the day I just all those now to first win.
Can I say bia
just when na you there
your friend say ansabo abawa misro me pese
what do you dey control I know ID card I dey control
kwami
say don't take it okay even the picture kaja say you be to be the control kaja say even as we speak today
abawa na me busa say
e bia owini
ka say me ba me ba the man who say abawa mo form say me fa me better radio no so kakra okay yet you can about radio yet you can about am so but as I studio ni so as I studio ketwe na
the studio dey ensure anya no kese sa abrochi anya no kese sa adi say BBC
just say yeah dey kese no say be yinim dey
oh da binya sa anya sa
da bi abawa no book law kwan kese yes law kwan ketwe bi na dey studio so na na wan e da na to say America 9 to say.
Yes, this week, who do your birthday?
Me pacha, me mama boss ni die.
Director was say kwame.
Pacha, me
yes, next week we be dibi ha. Ama yenso. We go crack na dosu.
Na nyasa.
Next week, so brand new ebidi enchi. Amawa on a more serious note, Oba Ghana said yesi ye ho COVID and UK and London so near Benedict.
Yo Ken and so you be them papa na dey kind no. UK dear say no. Yes, yeah, lockdown na ya no.
Obi your friend the protozoa or say greetings to Abawa.
Imagine so protozoa me so pa. Also my friend wa am fire friend na ya am fire. Ken, ya hot there. Nyame anim no kra.
Me come on here you. I can say lawyer Evans. Police ni be a friend of Poku. Or say support too. Or say I support lawyer Evans. King, all who are victims are people who cannot pay the 50 Ghana cedis. And to say will be penalty units, Ems I don't know. Or also for also. I feel UK come on.
You Ken, say UK. Ubusamia. Say obia agis obia essential worker
no anyway
essential worker ebia who say we essential worker ubeba radio so ba broadcast obia memfa no say oye nurse ni doctors eni sa umunya oye carer omo essential workers obia oton car tires esa gabi tires and services omo ko adwuma car wash kra anya adwuma so groceries e ko adwuma Sainsbury's ni Tesco abie entade shops nyina ya tutu maybe traffic nti me fa phone frikageti aduru ase na me hwe ne ma e wo kwan ho na very very serious entade shops nyina e wo land ya tutu
Ada mo center bi.
Yatum. Eni o de rada na na abese. Say bibia online. Oba so order bibia enya de opekra online. Na they say dwa na ye di no. Ye bompa ye kra say ye bia bibia atum a emfete nkrofo nso adwuma. Na pharmacy nso abie bia boot chemist ne bia akwaji nro de o ma bie. Say o yare na afra o GP say bia o doctor. Ono be FaceTime. Sanka.
No so dey.
You be send the link amount. Na umia so a na oni doctor no mo ye FaceTime e wo phone so.
The iPhone kwa na FaceTime.
Oh, there be smartphone here.
Oh.
Mo ye yes, smartphones be badge. And you know, we ye FaceTime. Na se bia o shona o yare ni serious a. Eno an se bia o je adro free a obe prescribe na ye de ahye letterbox na eja o de akoje. Ena se sia nso no ken se sia no obalande na untimi emegina medo ano se oba abehwe me eno police so mu a ye beche wo
se be ba se be ti marry obi
na bi na obi emewura obi afi
na me be there
aha nje se obi a ya ni ati wono kra no untimi nkose o me kosa madam fo ana se me kwa akura ni fie wo na wo fie ono wo obi kwan eba na ye chiwa eno ye be find no 10,000 pounds.
Huh?
Yes, 10,000 pounds.
What the best cap am I say? E kwa me.
Ani amomo. It's almost 780 crown.
They offer the 7 crown flat.
Yes, 7,800.
Yes. Oh, you be fine now. And I say answer the a police for say offer bus stop bia no omu gina ho. Na say face mask wutim. Na say bin shawa ye use abontin. Ye jo particulars. Na ya fine first na ya 100 pounds. It's only cost 600 pounds. Yes. Enti no say no hu se nipa atu agu abontin yo na pubs me ba metese na hoka restaurant ni ade ni nyina ya tutu.
You want me do no asa kwa me adoma pie.
Oh so be ya yi. Order na abefi.
Ube order na abefi.
They say online kwa. Online ube order na abefi. Untimi enkwotena ba bi se okwa wa akodidi. Na bi. Untimi enkwotena ba bi se okwa wa akono nsa. Yenye ayie ene enye parties. Na aware so pese okwa ware ane bi a oni friends ukru. Apani pa mienu pe aka ho no ano no.
Na wo ba ha no so no. Se de ye yi na ohuna e de na wo be ka kire ye na me personal experience we de wo kan na yate se wo ko mo bi kwan ma no besra wa ye jo 10,000 pounds sterling. Abrochis
ka. We parties we so ai.
We parties we chiwa. I also say.
And also say
10,000.
So am kwan mo bi magada.
What's a bus? Yes, stop bus no. Na won share mask. Ye jo say
600 pounds.
600 pounds.
Uchu muta bitua.
600 pounds. No fan set.
Uchu muta bitua.
Yes. Maybe to try 4,200.
What you 42 million?
42 million.
Ye beje wo so.
Ye beje wo. Aha no one thing is say ye ho no. Ye je o particulars. Wa address obi bia ye bo din bo o date of birth a bibia e dey.
Na wonya adwuma se de nkrofo nya adwuma na enso ye dey ajo.
Wonya adwuma. Eni ekwa obefa so obetua no. Obetua. Untimi ntina abrochire ese menye adwuma. Masori no pa ne na ma akosi enumre da bi. Ada se wonya adwuma na bia na wo enkrata abama obibi. Na o qualify nko ade a.
Because
I need to ask this question. I've stayed in Germany. My UK kakranso. You only pa omo ya brofo moto omo ya homeless omo nya adwuma. So such people omo no sa omo ya drunkards omo such person
colleague for
in Germany you call them colleague. So that say sad nipa na oche na obere no tesa say 7 pounds no.
So oche ya chi onu anya ska na ya do betum.
I say
ya chi onu anya ya do betum.
Lawyer ya kasi ye kan say ya baby anche beja baby di bibia fa. Ya fa say we homeless say we colleague o ma na nam ho no ma. E bia fine. But say wo so ye hu say we adwuma so dia eno so ye de obetua.
Exactly. That is what I think.
Na say we
ye bia. Media make me to Ghana for say ye ho no ni bia ye do betum. Ye do kwa akotum. Ada say bia benya wadanfo bi amana be etuatua ma wo ana o family member bi amana tuatua ma wo ni bi say de o ka say colleague fo ya ye do betum.
aha say na me ba no me hu say Ghana fo bebre omo anji ni say yare no kra de e wo ho omo anji ndi me ba no me ba bia na me wo me ba me de me tamumitam gan bai me hwe say bia see anase say me hwe me hu so yie me nko ni pam say ma ba ni pam. This is my first time kra me ba no me say bia gadare ni ade nyina no ye twam ba obaje di say obi ho a onam anase oni nkrofo asia oma yin eda oma ha say odi ato na ya me hu ba ko a friend say akra no na de ende esheniti me busa na say first ma de na o say madam de asem ha ma bre oton ade ti mesre Ghana for no titru ye ma me no mo dwom ye nua no mo ton ade papa mo ye na na mo ye ma say okoto obi ade na say ni face mask da na ha ento
Fero to na membusa yesi UK muhu sha amanfo owu ana mote senkrofo enipa wu ampasa de yekenkan
ken meti azesi a me hu nkrofo awu no bi me ba ekra mpapa bi a mpapa sofo wawu
ewa abrochiro ana
ewa abrochiro Reverend Kofa Jamfi
ai na omu ewu wo ho no yesi ya abrochiro yare
enya abrochiro ya Ghana akra bigu ya nkrofo no bi free abrochiro ye ho ba ye betesel Ubedru airport, you better still.
So you test you?
Oh, you test me twice. Oh, consua, you better ayo test. And this oba has said next one show ya Ghana, I ran wahapa. Young Crawford be ababa bim. Uncle John's friends bakery, so what's in the whole London on a top and then about 35 years. Some wabu Ghana, COVID in the corner. To one more ya say you and I am the semi abema and this meet ya. Lawyer, ya ran by no campaign.
Open what jet you.
Ah, what the campaign say? What the campaign say? Ya rebi anya de anywhere. Oh, MB for person religion propose on the business and if I go sing. Na ya na Yakopon wa ya.
Asama.
Na me ya pa nka ya na nga.
Asama ba. Baby a.
Eti wo abo
Baby a program about root so.
Ya be anya
si ni be ne ka se yare.
What the campaign? O mo the campaign anya. Sasuba na nya. So,
COVID is coming.
Almost nyampa.
No one say me ka.
No, almost yare bia ni ho. Ya the big business. Nyame wo yo. Nyame ya pa.
Etina events we
Wansanka anti one mu pa na ko mu say ampa yare no so
Ken also interestingly Ken this was the area interestingly na no be kasi betray mesreza was na asa yare yi NPP from Gwan e commend this for the movie and so there be antesa ebia ndc ni bibu but onye
na mo ndc ni wambaka
na that ndc.
All right, me pacho ACP Michael Nanankete opetini was seeking I had £10,000. Is it equivalent to 78,000? 7,800 and 78,000.
78,000.
78,000.
What the baggers come.
Okay, ACP sorry. COP Michael Nketia, yes, Abawa protozoa rights. Can Abawa pick her course now that she's engaged in your studios? Abawa, somebody is writing, or say, your friend Iki, or say, MK, or rules, no, akesi, you know, it can be true, say, I fear free Edna, my girlfriend, no. Was to tell Abawa I said hi. Hi. Or say those who are not working, the monies will be deducted from their benefits. Yes. Mami Adwa wa Accra, greetings to Abawa. Abawa. That's all fans cry. Nanajima will say, greet Abawa for me. Tell her myself and help Nana Rule platform. We miss you. All right. You know, yeah, Baba, yeah, your court.
You know, sir, almost fun is serious, pa. Na ahansu no. Mestre almost eshe COVID no emrano. Ese almost miem. Because Ghana for the dobe ye biya obeka. Say ya ma ya ni ana ho. Mestre almost se face mask no. Yare na efa ya hunu na eko. Enu nti na yesese o sha mane encover where you know. E mo mfa nto.
Na we di fra broche de ba na.
Am de ba.
Sir.
Me ba me kind days ni sa na me ba days am di nyina na pack na me aba.
That's abrochi nose mask. Ebe kakra mu wan say false nose mask abaku.
Aba, da bi anye. Nya ne sa akwa. Etimesra wo mo. Obi wo ha na de entuma anase de hyem yi kra na. Efe utimisi. Na ehun yan do say de ye ayi no. Obehye ne be 2 days ana 3 days. Ye be sra wo mo a because o kasa normally ne osenka kasa ne mfama no ekwa abonten. We de sa akwa wura wo mu.
Sampine has written somebody, directed at you, but Sampine, if you can rewrite it, I'll be glad.
Me general one, and general secretary. I'm a penna or them no part, so yeah, men yes, and Sampine there. On your team get was a it's your best almost a year.
Okay.
And I use my dear total so no extra. Maybe Namo can say yet you be now Niska, and I mean, you better make us all Moncodonia the other. Pagana baby if you were happy. Baby if you were happy.
Yes, a bugger for a modi fever. Yes, a wabucha among 2 and trouble to move a motor to Noma.
Yanta
by heart.
Can yada? Mebana me be a medal with some bad mark of him, some be. I bet you for yada. Now be no way. Ghana, say Ghana, I baby or a bisu.
Okay, now I could see a bin a booba.
And baby or a bisu, okay, remember. Me far from bow, me far from Shania Mapa, if you were say so. And I say, any panel so and Jenny say, COVID no, or one message to say, oh, ya bear man yet so. As a unsebia, can any penny be a wambo. I won't form on much on. Na and COVID for now, me wound. Oh, ya bear man, your man could very soon be named a yampo. Oh, your bounce, your man pra and to get them if you are. Punishment,
sometimes catch up. I say, so couldn't pemu, so couldn't pemu, men who foodie and neck. What do you go for dealing?
I ready.
Now, so be our child grow for more honor. But my dancers to send me bow honor or mammy opportunity, man, be a crowd. That's it. And the other family.
I meant me MP phone or some crook phone if free ye papa. Nana down quite good for the Bearman by bench boy, a Bearman go for this no.
We broadcast.
What dear? No one who says, and another dear, or Bearman. Papa, Mr. Lutu and a friend and pay. And now your first lady, Papa B. Hey, mammy, we were boy, you first lady or buy hospitals or dreaming mamma. So, a ma war. Why, your name of the Rebecca Foundation. Why, dear, there's ultimate foundation. We will seek a crack to my own, say, what a bois Ghana. None advice and so ne. Near so much hour. I mentioned North London, chapter 4. Yes, I'm sorry for your own me. And some correct you some time. Chairman Mugabe ne organizer and the first vice Nubia. Mechia London, UK branch, MPP. Mechia.
Yes, a papa was also a president of UK branch, you know.
Papa Beno.
Fellow Ghanaians, once again, good evening. I have come into your homes once again to urge you to take the protocol of the serious. I'm talking about the social distancing, washing of your hands, and wearing of the mask.
I was the president when he
I had the brain to say, oh, yes, come to face mask in the
and what to be a bromana.
There be said Ghana de Timudanoso. The empanium for Naja, Omugusa, or Morteno. Omo and Dom Omo. Obi or I was so Niska or D2B.
About Hanamano.
That's it. Timudano Dawson.
The right word was said Timdan Dawson. The only news 1 cedi a day now, Otobino. Onya 1 cedi a day, did he? Who did you now hot? On Apomudane, a Yadiana Twaswa. 1 main picture.
Obeko sorry fee. No Akoko bompa say.
And no, and now they told you near the name 1 cedi into those masks a day.
Mr. Safu, ewo Abuako house or say I should greet Abawa for her. For him.
Mr. Safu.
Yeah. It's Abawa. Yeah, that's so far.
Hey, man, tell crew, I took a course in Tiana.
I feel lawyer, Kwame Adumapia. My bawanko ni nkanyasa.
Yeah, that's the next.
But of course, what ya Makunta Mugabe, mami. We ni pass say. Or na eda.
Lawyer say. Omodo say na yes we no.
Mami nka Mugabe asem. Eda president be fiano.
na Mugabe so ofia o ti ha no man su command da and president na be ha no so okoto nsu ofo ho e na president be ra also maybe out here na president be try afi Mugabe so obam na soldier fo ese ho ehenia o man pedi wo baby security zone bra me pray asa na me ko fa makote ya big the hand matter
Ana no faro
anyway lawyer Kwame Adomapia Supreme Court petition. The journey so far.
Oh, about what? Ladies Club. The Pamacho way. I may say, almost a man. I'm about my day. I'm gonna
the journey so far, lawyer.
Ladies and gents.
I just imagine.
Also, Jamal Tofano. Amount of questions are there. Even no, Musia, even Jamal Tofano. Nina Mantokas or Bana, no, then they are Professor Wayne about good kids. Ken, what's of the journey so far, Supreme Court petition.
The journey so far. Ken, ade baako a ɛwɔ ya mambra mu a wɔ Ghana mambra mu sɛ to abawie na office o sɛbe onte ho ase amra ma kwan sɛ otimi kɔ court. Yenu no man DC for ekɔ court. But before then, na omo akyira kai so street so aka bom hyehyɛ ties aye bibia awie. Asa na mo so mbɛkɔ court na mo kɔe. Eyamo amamra na mo ho kwanti ne kwan so no everything na omo aye no courtroom ho up to date clearly e kire wo say asem ni die no kra ne ntem so no mo nya already so mpese di ne ntem o ka pe o mbe argument wo ho but everything shows say omo nya mo adwene say asem na e wo court no e ko ntem omo pe media na nka menti asem ni say me e frame me former President Mama na me a candidate our 2020 general election on the ticket of NDC. Ya tuaba me say ya wi ame. Sana me ka kire nipa nyina wa bonten say ya wi ame. Nti me kɔ court no na osan ka me kuta me figures say de me nya ye nie ene atiti bia from ne dia koma we. Sana me kama nkrofo ti ase de call demonstration. They me can ye man Crawford as me President Mama them come man Crawford as me the demonstration no and say my to aba no ya wi ayen me na madin kunim but ya wi ame you go do court no and I me say master mama de be dan court ne say maame na o hwe abato so no wan fa fairness wan fa transparency amobo abano enti ye nyina ya bro pepepe na nado anweni me President Mama me so anweni ntia me yankoto no foforo ade baako e wo wiase a na say yo nyama bi wo wiase a wo ye ho hwe anya yi awia pie free east na akoto west baby a be hu north pole bi a be hu south pole oka tubo oye yera police ani oye no
DCOP agem
oye no konta
DCOP agem
konta ka trabi ho de na me no nya adwene
wo de me adwene da sisi o
2+2
see 2+1
2+1 aye 3 1+2
no so 3
aye 3 but agem enya de kro
you na nya ade
because e din
ono amu wati ase se
ba ko yese ni ba ko nya se ni
wati ase se o mama friend sa
that ono na me ni ono kran so nya adwene because ba ko yese ni nto de se ni be sha ni mu a wabutu ni din okọ airport a ye be sign no nemum when it comes to figures say they all can 2+1 1+2 no matter baby ade be gina say o ye plus nko ade a e ya de ba ko si obenya answer ba ko Set in Prediasa. Say, 275 constituencies. Now, agents for all the 275 constituencies. Now oji agent did not agent no at the brewa. Even to the police station. Now agent or and the time I can see we are no. I also to make a kabumwa kasemi. This particular constituency. Police stations my buy no. Okani na bomu o aggregate ya minya say. Oko Jabin constituency oko leti a minya say. And this you cannot do anything about that because I can just say 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 1 is 4. 5 + 2 is 7. Okani na bomu you get a figure open. O collation room ewo constituency. O collation room ewo region. O para collation room ewo national.
Pepacho o collation room na ewo Ashanti ya. Na
me call both me party there any
president
friends EC there. I represented my party at the EC.
Okay. Now
me to them
I want to now ni bruja jefi woro.
I want to na me no.
Time amo sensan wie echinye be na esa ba echi.
Sensan wie no. Kwame Zu our general regional secretary ma NDC. A granting interview ma City TV. So be called YouTube akwase chia. A granting interview ma City TV. He was so happy. He was so happy. Say, Omanya over 600,000 votes for Ashanti region. Therefore, they've won the elections. Oma winning. All grant interview na Roger Jenfijan in China. Madame Betty Mould, Mr. Alex Mould, Mr. Kwame Ewura, a host of them. Omunyina good them hobby. And the Ashanti region there. Some of the parties to the right side of the EC. Some of them to the left side of the EC. EC no was throw. Yeah, go from. In since a media for any observers. I saw 2 white normal EU for vest. Omo maka there. Kodu for any other radio station for them in the moon. They were moving around. Results bar near Abo. Constituency results bar near Abo. Constituency results bar near Abo. You know that check it. Yeah, pieces so any hard copy I print to put because now me be with that. Yeah, the compare
time Ben asa padding no the story about padding of votes Ashanti nearby.
It lies in their mouth to suggest that
them ho.
Any padding. I padding. See, me see. Kwame Zu them ho. Roger Jenfi ho. Mr. Alex Mould ho. Madame Betty Mould ho. Mr. Kwame Ewura, lawyer Anis. He was the only lawyer from Kumasi. Lawyer Victor Adawudu, or any mate. They were all in the room now saying, Victor, Mimi Koeno,
or two about Ashanti.
They came in their numbers to protect their votes in Ashanti region. And after the protection of the votes, you go out and say, Obiya day.
All right, maybe 1 second.
Let me catch 1 second.
What can the journey and the story so far? Mama
no see that tie for nti mase. Me chira wo say, o ka tu botu mu a, 4. Wo the 4 ka 4 foforo ho a,
4 ka 4 foforo.
Obenya 8. Na ni 2 ka obenya 10. Figure, no matter how our best some figure, they baby adi back with bia. Say figure ni na gu ho no mo a, e be ma o certain results.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Now could not court. Now we figure. Are you deserving of a hearing cry?
All right, thanks. A second, I'll be back. Evans, the story so far, 2020 election petition.
Ken, when we talk about legalities so yaka embremu nsam ene akwanya de faso camera nsam na yaka jeja ne se ana hamiu papa Ken aya mpempi no ho habi say obi betra se akase NDC as a political party any amampani dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Akoko no mo mpesa sem no ebedi nintem na nipa no so okasem no is not no mean a person than ono so ye lawyer many aduma piasema okay it's unfortunate. Why am I saying that? Aduma pia, are you saying say court na uwo niye bebi na pese court no yema wa uni wu kwan so bebu sase court no yema wa na a day na NDC any omampani dada John Dramani mama lawyers di akọ court na nimu a enye mmara so bebu sa court no Ken, be very careful when it comes to this Supreme Court matter.
All right. Honorable Regional Minister Atromi Lete, he seems to be going with you. I was thinking names are not commutative. They are like subtraction and division in arithmetics. Honorable Simon Medasi, but I still remain yours truly.
Ajem. Regional Minister Assembly is supposed to be kind of say.
Debbie, send me
time. Make it and the kid man, yes, sir.
So, can I want to ask you, oh, dear. Now, fair.
Oh, there is office time in the median. That is not fair.
Let's be young.
Oh no, the members of the say, a dear bia and this busa court will be I am raffle quite so busa. Namakasa be very careful as a lawyer. Said the bear, me mama non pa. Mamen can be beer. A bit here, emra ewo my mu because and no any day ejina yatim. Yeah. But in all honesty, in my humble opinion, and never be over na Supreme Court no anyantum ama ora John Dramani mama o mampeni dada lawyers in never be omusa Supreme Court na me no monya adwene but amuna judges. It's the umbekano and the final. So we need to respect that position. But in my humble opinion, I'm not sir. My name is and in your opinion, also I am subject to my own.
But for the first time since this trial, looks as not petitioner, spokespersons after no court, no many aji. But they be not post any different. And right, but saying as an idea, but Akoko can say a great victory.
Ken, no, unfortunately, I was at the High Court Accra. And it meant me, I monitor that press conference now. It will be very difficult for me also to comment about the Akoko. I just been honest with this.
Okay.
But Ken, the American, I could see the say. And Marano, Yadia Juma or court. Some run near this will be Sabri. It's unfortunate to be able to be court takes a decision. Don't do no. And my hokai. A normal a process. Yeah, Koso. Now, say, Ubika say, why would do case you call court? I was so who the unya. Now, ultimately, customer, it is unfortunate. Because case in the court, no. We made figures yanka and this dia and wasable. We released now. Yes, seeking from the court now. Yenaba Jenaduke Mensa, Ejina figure and make it declaration one. Declaration. Now make it one declaration, no. We are not figuring out the buy and yes, says I figure on. What Kikabomu to say the Okayana, as it says so, and wasn't Niaka. Number two, who figure was a son back on me and Numiansa and I and Num Asia.
We Fatuhona Wakan as and Pana Wakan. So what's the figures back home?
What's the figure of Bakum Unions? What's the figures? No, I want more on the 9th, no. The 9th declaration of the Bayan, or Bessa Figano. Tessiano, this who figures now was a son. And would the end of the age must say,
the Gazette, and the Gazette, and the Yajuma.
Yeah, what Gazette, no. I don't get the Yajuma. So the old gazette, the Oka was now they be declared to the hearing of every Ghanaian. No, the other say.
No, yeah, amending. Maybe.
Ken.
I'm answering to the best of my knowledge. So don't get it twisted. Chief,
many problem with your answer. But me person say that is where the issue is. That is where I think. The leniency of Ghana.
Am I not the easy no? Or you're entitled to
because
to commit errors.
Away my country Ghana for say, and no any of the trouble. May raise the issue. Then you go and stand somewhere and change it. South Africa now the buy no. Where did you get that figure from? Figure also the gazette. Where did you get that figure from?
From collation.
Collation pay and on your figure away and a collation pay and on your figure away. So as
collation are figures.
Every collation, every city, the form 13 now the Abon train and they declare results. No, first one now they declare. You know, I will be asking no. I will hear for. What are we talking about in this country? There's something you can say. Answer no Abon, you know. Not from 13, no. Because party representatives, almost this almost inside now. Abon be declare that results. And the same results, you know. So if you say, same results, you know, any argument. See, Ken. What they based on the form 13 and now what the results no a Abon thing. So from 13 so no. So from 13 was a party representative be more strong move would who is a science war. Ken so the from 13 we be declare we na say from so we another figure from 13 from buy no the buy. That is the question everybody is asking. As from 13 can also do gazette here no. Only one that transfer kikabu no one that say that is the question we are asking. And again, they always say, do you get that I can't say,
so maybe assess Adam in say official figure.
So maybe question me Musa say. Say, we figure on 150 preoccupied now and no go yeah, be boy. Over now kuta from 30. Parties or CSN sign. And now the big case are results no. And it's also sana. Baby at the one year honor, you know. And you honor son no. And the other now also figure on once I'm for political party for that many from 30 with a year no yeah and cabo from so and from 30 for Fred Babum and sign what do we say yes I no
now the person be busa o emrana ka ho say easy no say onya the figures just say onu mu nyina mo trans consult mo and sana while releasing results and now what declare winner now.
Yeah, of course. Can Emrano say the party representatives are more unless they confirm figures from every kind of saying polling station. This time I'm in the region. The party what just here.
Me too.
So that that has been the practice. Ken, that has been the practice. The party what just here.
Me too.
So Obibia. I'm not confirming figures, no. We're from this region. This time, somewhere on a regional basis. Constituencies, I'm on a regional basis. So after that confirmation, now I'm going to the people. That is what is on the form 13. Because this is form 13, you can't make any space.
It is form 13 now. You know. Any resource I was so near na you gazette here.
Yeah, form 13
the yehuno and as a sa form na ye nyina yehu say Akufo-Addo candidate you can say ne agent sign John Mahama agent sign Gum agent sign yehuno and yet no results no exactly
that is what is happening because what's the results no say no what's the figures one me bo bi amane e why the background sign at that time. When the sign, they also say, no, the buy no. Why the class in you? And I'll then argue on that figure. Come in, kid. The reality on the ground here is that Ghana, you was some good, your man some good. Na me bumper, but you know, say, Yamen Kosu Abayas as some good. Because the Ekosuno, and the SC, and the Ekan was a can talk trasano. It is not a near idea. Abuja Sokra Bakokra. And yet, Abuja Sokra. Because you see, over town said, see, the Chima South in resource. I can't your mama. You must have been a vote. I can't your mama on crown one. On to me, enya and marker, a bit results. That is this what must be kind. And so at that time, now I make a declaration. What's about kind? And no, I change. Has that one changed? It is a change here. Then I'll say, because at that time, when you were declaring the results, not touching myself to come.
Nase or Kansano. Later, Techiman South results by a change BB.
Papa, what say? It's not about Techiman South to buy. It's about the word that Oyipa said. See, if I Techiman South, you know, the country, Mama, dear one. That is what you said.
Okay, at this point, my baby say, vote say, Enna. Or gazette and that's our question we say Judge Bibusai. Yehu figures are gazetted results in a womb. A different from the war party, Mukoliti and Munya. A different from the mo party, Mokakuliti, the Makufuan. A different.
Of course, it is different.
How much NDC nyai? And a gazetted results.
I don't have that figures with me, but the fact of the matter is different. That is the reality on the ground.
How? Because when we say figures there, at least who as a lawyer to say.
I'm a mathematician, Ken, and the memory. Me a lawyer. I deal with readings. I don't deal with maths.
It is a water. Obi de meka 200. No, I bet you 50. Now on Triadiaka, now what Sama and Niparamia, because you deal with words, won't even calculate how much that person owes me.
Okay, I can't even calculate. But what I'm trying to say is that you were talking about figures, figures. I am not in charge of those figures. I have it.
But we are NDC communicator, correct?
Yes, of course.
It by this time, wouldn't him vote, Munyano, for instance, Ashanti.
Why don't we impose a young Ashanti? But see,
and I say,
Mammy can be binchro. Ken, that there be bow platform with me be in relation to Adansia Sokwa. Adansia Sokwa, the other transia, yes, I don't know. Yeah, but you say figure now a war pink sheet submitted from Adansia Sokwa. Any calculation, there was discrepancies. There was a mistake on it. And I will say, and no, I can't more honor. Any day, difference, can't we say it?
But I
will say, because of, you're pulling against at the coalition center and sign, and see a wolf from Sobi, yet we can want some.
I did not sign.
Because, or it is our young people coming, but say, me watchman, I will be fee. Now, watchman, now, from Fabi, we are, every run fear, we are there. Now, who? From Fukrono baby adena make us watch man
2012 2013 MPP forecast same story but na mo so mu asama mo kan time almost ka say baby unsigned pink sheets baby same serial numbers for different pollings over voting okay baby say na mo so mo kan say
yeah kind of saying
say what na hono amobi say more sign.
And what was the response from MPP? The same response that kind of
one response didn't matter.
It matters a lot. And to be now can once no. So who's will be the I will say is that because it's 2012 no, it has to repeat itself.
Me starting my argument no me jina semba konaso. I am speaking for the reasonable person or the objective man out here Abon. So onti asema mekano. So you have 275 constituencies in Ghana. You have over 38,000 polling stations across Ghana. Baby abekobia I am our form. Bako your coalition form and a bako a summary form for every constituency and at the bar region, the core national. But that's what you are the Mijina. I mean, said the objective man out there, not him say. Say, figure a figure and change it. And this a contested figure. Who are the burden of proof? No, as to be in the Dawson. You ought to have brought to court. Me pink sheets are the many. Me keka me the in our boom from 275 constituencies, 16 regions, no. Say na free media so. Inti yes me. Me nko kojina court. Emfa me pink sheets in sie. Enko busa say. Compel the EC. No for original. Me require the kuta any original.
You tell me any original.
Who told you? 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 Say your original. That is the misconception. I confuse you even to the highest level of more petition way. I confuse you. It is original. They put down. Check in. Okay, Liz. Na let's all no. The other has cinema no. Or my copy, not a copy. Mumu who need the original.
Tell me original.
Original. You see,
but what's a copy?
And I never copy. Me see Omobi. Now, but you are already a copy of the original.
But still, they're in the carbonated.
Maybe. Kin.
Oh, I Okasanoti.
Kin. Me say, Ukutabi. One Ukuta document. Me Ukutabi. Who the original? Me the original. Let me go back to the pink sheets. No answer my catch on. It bears only one serial number. 12 na itetema will be an part of the contest. But you know we brought 12 because as the easy need be two on Sakachi. No the concrete. No need be two has it. The omu brought 12. A carbonized copy. Carbonized no. One stroke of a pen. Appear 12 ni nasu. On chile no betray. On Chenisa. And let me tell you the entire make catch say everyone and they put on a copy. And I'm speaking with authority.
Original. Sana okay.
Original. Everyone I know WhatsApp booklet in the moon. Original. I'm speaking with authority. Listen to this from our Evidence Act. Supreme Court, AUSU 166. But check idea way from Evidence Act. NRCD 323. Part 10. And the head notice writings. The signpost. Original writings. An original. I'm reading. Section 163.1. An original of a writing is the writing itself. Or any copy intended to have the same effect by the person or persons executing or issuing it. What is your understanding of this provision? I'm repeating. An original of a writing is the writing itself or any copy intended to have the same effect by the person or persons executing or issuing it. Is in nature or the one stroke of a pen. A shemu carbonized copy, multiples of 12 hours a day. And to catch himself, a story and original. Second copy na a day. Second copy na better will be a day. 12 copy na better will be a day. And to say, so Freddy, I can say a year. A story and original. 11 na can answer 13 and back 14 back and any day. And where the document the reception of evidence NRCD 323 Evidence Act. Initially it was Evidence Decree. Evidence Act. And then a guide and the Evidence Act a substantive and procedural law. And what I will say, oh, your document and now we see document. Now we intended the rest of the document, I can't want. Meaning in law. In law, original, and you hold the copy. You have the Akoko caucus, a cocacham from Region Mami. I'm advertising your mind to section 163. Go make that demand. We are at the courtroom, apex court of the land. Law. Please you be our.
Who follow proceedings?
We follow it.
Akoko, my brothers on the other side,
I would say it was a very good victory for them.
Yeah,
of the 23 France paragraphs and now you got only 5. I would say it's a good.
The moment on Becca was a victory, no. Then they knew say Nankanani and Nezenki free mumpa. You want me the evidence about? No be objective. Now say objection, you are sustainable and sustainable. Nakajem because it became Muayan.
Not be a first, no. Yeah, but compared to this time, this one was less.
The point is that arguments are no more in no. No quarter. Client engage you or can a bone crony natural. None wait this is what bomb natural. None more seven. What could you the good cratas? Now, what bono paragraph by paragraphs are now the call. Now, opponent. Well, who can pass all the assembly faso? No, so ye, and no abba. O crowd sat here in the day. Usawa Quenya say, Usat Minde reply, echo, when I hear High Court name, Nimiamo Macadina, Chinoso Diana. Some now Kuchila Gusuno. A yen I shall say, Jenisa. Na one could fa on opponent one to na onhunu directional opese odi asem no ko ene ye friend pleadings na no so ena wo wi a na wagina so e de wo adanse die e wo nsankwa na wo chichire ye no ho no atodwa me ahu sa wasem na wo ka no nsemfua wasem na wo ka no se nyina so o mu ampa emodu no so de ne dia aba first na nka what kuchira gu kata so awie no okoko to dem here the Bible na kuta on some Quran wa mansa kosoro ugidie na de ashebo na yabusebusa wala yabusebusa o wi ansa na ba kona ba na edie omo pese ye tete mre so ntino sa wanu asem na nka obegina aka na wo court dem no yesi sa abo no egu krata for so na fabra friend witness statement and I will de court udru ye na do ne ye ne say oh wo hwe sa paragraph we a wo de witness statement so na bana eni wadance die na wasam na di kan de bedam court na ye friend pleadings no eni nyina so bia wo paragraph by paragraph ni hwe ma ye hu bi wom so wo ji susu say e ba bi mu a oh a simple matter go to paragraph 2 go to paragraph 15 go to paragraph of my pleadings obehu no straightforward enya brofotintin na enya dia wo dwene eye what the law says sanka ujanda ka mu no ka beka chesa but we is not born out by the pleadings enti no wo de bamu enye ye uwie ye no onu susu say ye 23 free mu a eye but mind you me I have the belief say and yema na yakwa yen ye de chechiri yen bebre wo courtroom wo high court ni district court ni circuit court say na wo can say na you say ne no I had here no because of the nature of the case in it no I myself I hold the belief say the judges no want to be fair to everybody how court them as a party and to ma obi akwanya empo ebi yo ho no mo a anka ye me ni kin edward anka high court do twam no court no timi ka say ye ma ne nko eno ase bi si ma hu ye when a witness has sworn say out of 32 or so paragraphs no the buy no emu 16 pen o ka say 1 to 16 pen o ka say or ojitum say no kre ya mi anje nyi no baka anka ba bi anka be ka say sa na wa ya to ntie nko until the aka from 17 to the rest na the anka emasa and na wonsam na de buy no nipa no say ebi wo ho no ma de odi kan de bebo amane na ye se gina so de yi ano no enim tu wufu emu de entwetwa bi mfrim ye wie ye no 5 of that efrim wo say ngunim die wani ma sam 5 kofi ba be mfiri ba ya ja nkwan so mo san ko machi wani aji bo say na de ono you know you see okay the point is that
Media, I'm all cautious about me kasa me kanfa will.
Yeah.
But the point is, ma will be in function. That you say, the me as a lawyer, and as they see court them ho. You will marry did asem. Constitution.
Now, lawyer who court I been na adeko. So they open a go bomb as a court no be am.
The open mra kwan so. Enye the open any mra mu. Nye the who pushy with a 1 hour debate. Any mra mu. You make can original some the mark from her. You see, okay original a document that. Nka na na photo na patch mo betwa photo na kre no atwa na ho kre no atwa no. Say ye koji photo no photo pa ye gi esi ye gi dia call into evidence. Sa photo na twa no prepare no. The proper thing is say samay no. Negative na e kan ho no. Onu say no the original.
Minim.
By law original.
Ye na man kala mutra.
Man kala mucha na the prior to no susu abe no ayi say pre no.
All right.
Negative na e ka photo na ya printer man. The negative is also original. And no esenka e ba.
Okay, maybe say be judge for no. Omo sustaining obi objection and answer omo to agu no. Timi enya nsusuanso bi wo asem no final you can say the final judgment enya so
everything enya nsusuanso enye ni nyina but ebi betimi enya depending upon the weight of that particular evidence na and I say pleading na ye betwa mu no ebi ana no so na eno so na foundation ejina. I'm not talking about this particular one but say one prepare ye anya enti na wo na wo free na wo kokoto and when I say wo nsemfu ano ade we mi be dia dance enti esa ho asem ba me pleadings mu ade we mi be dia dance enti esa ho asem ba me pleadings mu onkeka banku asem na emedru na onka say na kenedu ayi na obeto banku anti aka now edru say o ba be bonkuru na ba be ka sabi makosam ho asem ye beka choose anase una nze makosam kan ho a wan kan ho asem enti
ye betie abra wo ka makosam no ho asem nyina awi but ye ba be tro judgment land ebebem say o kan say ba
enti awi bi ho no mo a where oba your evidence dik ayi na ask no mo a ebi ho a say reception of that evidence no ebe confuse issues no at stake. We may not receive the evidence at all.
Okay, Mame call Evans Honomo. Now, Mame Adwa Trefia Kra will say, fellow Ghanaians, if 27-0 was able to give somebody the presidency, I don't understand the hullabaloo about how many times the NDC are alleging the results changed. Teacher Kujo Watapayina Susu was saying we should all adhere to the safety protocols because the greatest enemy in the world now is COVID-19. Martin Etrofia Justo Domiabra, Sigudekin. Many thanks to Right Honorable Bagbin for enforcing the COVID-19 directives without fear or favor. COVID-19 is real. People should adhere to the protocols to limit the spread of the virus. Area Kumasi, I said, let's all continue to observe the safety protocols to fight the COVID-19 together. Co-casing trophy Akoko Abon. Area Kusibeka, area Kumasi. I never fetch me. And area Kusim so we no power.
Nana
area Kusi. Co-casing Akoko Abon was a former president. Mama's lawyers are worrying themselves. Nana Sari Bodinsie. It was Subway Offense King. I love you and your crew. Keep it up. Thanks. Iron Boy Wabo for President Mama wants to come 2024. That is why he went to court. Lawyer Ivan, see any answer?
Again, I've always been saying, Supreme Court Assembly down, yeah, can't want some na yeah, so much careful when we talk about those things.
Ken,
lawyer.
Yeah, well, a lot of things when it comes to case management and Niamaka, of which Minia Adumapia who agreed with me. Say, even in case I edi, asama edi, say evidence ankasa. Ebi am the masam nyina aba court wi di nkrata nyina aba court wi mpo. So na ekire yi nya evidence bi a eboa wasam de mo hia metimi de asam dem ebeka ho. You see the intention of
we are educating the public. So my name is just straightforward.
We say emotion. We say
conditions one. Oh, that you also mean the master in a baby and evidence via conditions. I was and the authorities poku.
Yes,
conditions one.
Of course.
Conditions and the next straightforward is
no, but question is it me
and I make a this particular case.
Please,
the Supreme Court justices have been magnanimous with Omoyi. Because otherwise, they share Muslim Conco
sorry. Interjections, no, it is allowed. The question is, Sadia never one as anymore. Yes, maybe our conditions wrong, maybe no we are conditions. No. Ken, what I was trying to say is the intention. Tinu, Agina, a would be beer was simply one to say. Quantum Pesebedia said baby. Now, Obi Agin say, yes, you see me, and I say, you see. So the court, in its wisdom, no, I am not and rely more on technicalities. But in this case, to me, in my humble opinion, I said we are relying more on the technicalities, no, because of the nature of the case.
And it is the opposite side.
I don't make now when you want to tell on what can make a music, then I make a media.
Tina me say, Onya Wabuche. And also Mancani.
Oh, what
Mancani.
Ken Mengaza on Gani. Ken, what can ye? Ken, Massima making an answer. A seminar at the Hono. Ah, yeah, canon. Me, in your opinion, dear Juma, but in my opinion, median Garcia Mobia Hokai. Nasa no si peso bonum grossifa. Said the pesos here that them bia
now Sana court, ye can't court us. Oh, yet we move bia crime out your or peso yena de bia.
Kin,
chief.
Dear woman say, Sadia now, air cannon was some, Sana court as some city. Unless it was some now de banoa, whatever, and neat. And in a Sobian is your pavia was some no.
That's how normal game is easy. Maybe I will be out your PR person can be a man of crime.
Exactly. That's what I can't know. The air can say, who pleadings, you know. Pleadings are a day court, or Numa Sama. A beer what's about the court, no. The opposite court in your mouth, no. Would you not know when something in our toffer? Yeah, opposite court in your day. A mouth. Now, based on that pleadings, you know, what we are filing or witness statements. If I what I said, the witness statement, you know, and no, and now, say, case management as well. I mean, you see, you case management, and you know, this issue, there was a big problem about case management. On my team, and Shada and Tanzania, and Casas, you game. At the moment, I call case management CMC. You call case management. Sunday man now, you decide to come home. And when came out open court, and the baby I went into no, the whole you free ho.
Assembly a ye dear. Nipa bia wo adansi for say no do say as adansi for do bia pay to me.
Professor Tan private with them. But that's for do bia provider say omo be bo wasam ho.
It no enya dia obedi ka dia but name you bring them as and when you want.
Daddy, what did you know about this time in first
because the mechanic say where adansi for me na mo do omo ko e. Ena omo mi lu ko e mo sa de third person by. Tina we be bisa no.
No, say opportunity.
Bra wo pay na wo de no ba.
Yeah, bra wo pay. Some that case management near this animal in a 2 months. Say o person o call another witness. You have to go by motion. Court no, be a person busa court bia. Fansen ka so we want me anye.
now person you go by motion. If I tell what I say, send a bear to say a process no, won't go ambush will be, won't surprise will be because all my men near my say,
to say, during the case management stage, idea P was say time on the PBM team. And yes, idea can be say.
As far as I'm concerned, I think that I stand to be corrected. I think that they couldn't do proper case management. That was our case because of the nature. It's a time I got someone for when file to file a motion for interrogatories, and it's an Emma, papa no more justice in the future case delayed, they set out because almost set out even the issues for trial by themselves. So that which ordinarily
because say Sadia CCA papa ya model koi Rojo owie yet to no wi a mo betuma sa aka mo sa wadanso foforo na no so wono so aye the witness statement na na mentias we got them say obi a oye dance ni bia ye be ye obi a witness statement da ho ba nya so obi kokasa wi ne bia ye ho se bia aha bia ko kan na we de ne
yes ana me ka jo say on say asem die bia te say de kai no say wo issue bia betimi abo asem no conditions that on te say de na ye ka no wo issue bia betimi abo asem no die no a so ho when you go by motion the court will accept it say the court will refuse it.
Okay, Yapon, Kwame, Yapon.
The minister can say,
no man, you must have known I was open.
What do you?
Yeah, no. I know the cabinet.
The minister can say, many other men before Ghana from one come up to me. Figure. So be say, the figure and so on. That's what me the bass say. Make it count 275 media boom. First declaration, Madam EC, I am saying now, a free media so. Second amendment, obey, I say, and Santiago, say not free. A bint me, Masao. Macame me pink sheets no. A original national motto. Me, five, he match their court. Say, me war 6,700,000. Any other no 6,100,000. So this issue, Akoko be there when him friend say Abon batoshe onina no. What's that you now tabulatu near ma? I can't in a bomwa. Yen me a figure. It corresponds with EC's figure. Oh, the all challenge, the figure book. A base in the Canadian Otiano, Unim was so nyaye. You busa no court. Say, send out the buyer. Yes, you had busa irrelevant question. Whether irrelevant or relevant question, the day of reckoning will come. Because figure, I'm still maintaining my position. Figure in change. 30 miles south or 30 miles north. Total number is by over 90,000 valid votes. So 90,000 valid votes, assuming without admitting, for purposes of argument, so OT free, so 90,000 OT free, now the difference of 500,000 no more. And they've been hammering 30 man, over 40,000. President Mama over 50,000. The difference is less than about 8,000. And that difference, Now, what Nia should say, yet free, madam, figure out boy your war. You see on that day now, say, and I'm say, yeah, dear, we are near. Now, we do what I see, the vote pardon. Madam Betty Modity, them has say, they were jubilating in there for so young, and my union back your friend Kwakuchi Ofori. Or yeah, and the laptop so be as and Papa be a matuna, yes, you did too. You really know, your sense, we all jubilated. Yeah, 3 and mom for 2 ammonium. Madam Betty Mold, and you mark with my baba, you. They were happy with the 600 plus no money and answer, or more winning election. Then you go around and 10. So 600 now, Munyan or Hano. Monkamo Grahafu Diemu, Monkamo Otidiemu, Monkamo Greater Accra, Monkamo Western of the Western. Now Monka say, Yenya say,
courts ebe determine no matter what.
Even before
lawyer Kwame Admapia, Nyamisha, lawyer Evans, Nyamisha.
Now me reacting finally.
Okay, me too.
Ken, me point that me can say. Asema Okano. You see, Yasem said the easy my menebeka on the 9th of December, sir. Yet the Tachiman sound to the end, Ekaya John Dramani Mama. And that's what I said on my country.
Okay, more quality, more resource, Munya say MPP for Munya say MPP, presidential Munya say.
Over 6 million plus.
What's over?
Munya figure near say.
And there's that figure, it's not in my head.
What's Munya say?
Yes, over 6 million.
Okay, till the same time next week. Now, okay, so lawyer Ivan Samakwame Dase, lawyer Kwame Aduma Pia me Dase, Abawa, Ruth of Abawa Radio, Yamenka. Say you know you boom na ye Ghana and come on need so na Dr. Pakwesi Beidu Ashanti Regional President GMA nyame ensure say bibia onya adaje ba Anglican University College of Technology for ne boy almost say akwanya da ho say o wasi SSC A level HND and also foreign qualification to the equivalent mature students will be to apply free and pay 0505 091054 na also so get enrolled. Omo ewo Kumasi Anglican St. Anne's Anglican Ashtown on Bemesia. Madaroma no support ye marriage ready by me the King Edward. Me name abegya fo nyina. Eda mwase na mamoniti kosuti hello 101.5 FM. Samuel Joakim Bokim and the agudi husem e the ebro.